All right. Trying this again. I think we're still gonna drop a few frames, but maybe it's gonna work. I now put it down to 4,500 kilobits in the hopes that that's gonna be enough. I don't know, it's kind of weird because, you know, I'm getting like 14K uploads, so it's not like this shouldn't work. Like in theory it should. Hello there. Well, you know, we're gonna try this, we're gonna try to push through it. If it doesn't work at all, then, well, then I guess we will have to postpone this. But let's just try. So first of all, let me quickly switch back to my camera. There it is, all right. And now the big question comes in, whether or not the quality is fine, and also whether or not this is going to be, you know, because this is going to be sustainable, more or less. Let me just quickly keep an eye on this. Yeah, so once again, very sorry, guys, that this is, you know, taking a bit longer than, well, usual, I would say, but it's not really usual, is it? Yes, this is the second stream, so, you know, sometimes happens. Black Warrior 2004, thank you very much for the follow. And also, there were an insane amount of people who followed when I was, you know, offline, basically, between last stream and this stream. Thank you also so much for the follows to those people. You probably know who you are. We got Taylor Official. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, okay, let's get rid of that one. And then let me do a few things. So we have this one, and now I will actually... Okay, let's put this one up. This is the IntelliJ, good old IntelliJ with the Livestream Forge project. Okay, so now just a, you know, quick roundabout. Everything's working, nothing's buffering. We're seeing a clear picture. Roughly, the estimation is okay. It's fine. It's good. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, very good. Okay, that's all we can ask for. If it works for Pharaoh, works for me. Okay. So let me then quickly show you. So now we're gonna switch to the new setup. It's pretty rad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we're gonna switch over and then you can tell me what you think of that. Huh? Isn't that just absolutely amazing, man? Like, is that not, like, really cool? Wie alt bist du? How old are you? We're gonna do that again? 30? How old are you? 30? I am 26. That is correct. But, like, look at this, like, cool stuff, man. We got... Wait. Where is it? It's... Oh, God. It's so weird. It's right there. We got some latest followers, the latest tip, and then, like, completely, like, way over there, we got the chat. Sorry, ruined it. Yeah, well... I mean, it is bound to turn into a meme, isn't it? At this point. Like, at the rate we're going with this. Probably gonna turn into a little bit of a meme. How old are you? 30. Well... Something else. There you go. Okay. Right, so... I will definitely do the... custom furnace, but I actually think that this time we should start with something easy. And that is something that a lot of people also have been struggling with, which is adding tooltips to blocks. Ah, exactly. So, how do you add Nano? Let's go. Hey. So, how do you add tooltips to blocks? Well, actually, it is a fairly straightforward process. Now, here the thing about it is that, once again, a little bit of Java knowledge is very much, well, a key to this, because what you can do is you can simply, with basically the same idea as the item group, you can pass in stuff via a new parameter, and you can basically overload methods. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to take both those methods here, and of course we're going to get an insane amount of errors here, And then we're just going to say, well, the tooltip requires a string. So we're just going to say, well, string tooltip. So this is what is going to be displayed in the tooltip. And then I'm going to add the same thing for the register block method. And then we're going to make this an anonymous class. We're going to do something like that. And then we simply will override the add information method in here. And then what we can do is we can say tooltip. Oh, that's not good. That's good. Actually, let's call this tooltip. Oh no, tooltip string or something like that, because this one is already called tooltip. Might run into some issues there. We're going to say tooltip.add. And then we're just going to make a new string text component. And we're going to pass in the tooltip string here. And bam. That's it. Benutzer Paul is now following you. Thank you very much for the follow. What do we have? We also have... Love your videos. Well, thank you very much for the kind words, Benutzer Paul. Are you planning on adding a custom crafting block? We're going to do a custom furnace today. But it's similar, I guess, to that. Right, and then here, we're going to pass in also the tooltip string. So now we can literally just go in here and, for example, for the dead Kaupencoral, we can just put a comma there. And as you can see, now we have two different, well, variants of the same method. And then we can say something like, seems dead to me, man. Sure, why not? Because it's dead coral, you know, that's the idea. So that's actually how easy it can be to add the stuff here. Like it's not actually anything else. Now I will agree that, you know, I would say it's like semi-intermediate Java knowledge. The method overloading should be fairly straightforward actually, because we now of course have, you know, two different methods with the same name, but they are still different methods. So yeah, but that's the general idea. That's why I was like, hey, let's just do that quickly. I have zero Java knowledge. Well, I mean, if you have like other programming language knowledge, that also can help a lot actually. So C# is really similar to Java, but there are of course still a few differences, but yeah. If you are actually playing music in the background, I can't hear it. Okay, that's good to know. Wait a second, that's like way too loud, I think. Let me go into the volume mixer and let's just turn this down a little bit. Something like that. That's going to be better, I think. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention, by the way. That's good. Perfection. That's great. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Good. Good. Oh. Jan, what's up? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, so that's basically how easy it can be to add the tooltips. Let's actually see if it actually has worked, because I mean, come on, man. I'm like 98% sure that works. And we have Janold. Thank you for the follow. Brazil Krautsalat. Who could that be? Thanks for checking out the stream, my dude. No, that's pretty good. And we got all the people from real life here. Not making me nervous at all or anything, you know. Okay, so let's see. I mean, I guess those are the names. Dr. Doody. Yeah, Doody, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. Okay, let me quickly get out of this and let's see. So there it is. It doesn't have a name because we haven't added the name to the, you know, to the stuff. But come on, man. It has a, you know, just seems dead to me, man. That's actually how easy it is. Yeah, there you go. And now I'm just gonna edit that to a YouTube video, and there you go. Then now I have a YouTube video. I hope you found that useful and you learned something new. If you did, I would of course appreciate a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials just like this one. So yeah, now I'm just gonna cut that together and bam, got a YouTube video. I actually don't think I'm gonna add the last part to it, but that was kind of funny. Yeah, so I didn't expect this to be that fast. Let me see what else we have. Oh man, I basically want to delay the inevitable. No, I know you didn't come to the end. No, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's just the end for the video portion, basically. I should add a marker. How can I add a marker on this? Wait, I can do this, right? Slash marker. End of... I don't know, just... Slash marker. End of... tooltip. That work? I did work. Let's go. Yes, this definitely... Of course, yeah. This should definitely be a translatable text component. And then in theory, well... Yes, then you would have to pass in the key up here instead of passing in the, well, the tooltip. So if you make this a translation text component, then this would be the tooltip key in theory. Right, so tooltip key, and then this one tooltip key, and then tooltip key and tooltip key, and then this one could be something like tooltip.block. What is this? Livestream mod dot, and then you do something like Kaupencoral _dead. That's quite the crazy key, but yeah, you could also do that, which is probably like a better idea. I actually agree with you, but yeah, there you go. Seems dead to me, man. The tooltip, yeah. Okay, let's add a color as well. Sure. Let's do that. U000, sorry. Backslash. Why is the backslash not working? Excuse me? Hello? Why is the back? Okay, I'm going to copy that over from the chat. Why not? Only one, please. Go. Is that even going to make a 3? Oh, that's not going to work. Wait a second. That's not going to work here. I have to do that in there. Wait a second. No, I have to take this, and then I have to take that to the en_us JSON file. And then we're going to say tooltip is going to be, and then I can paste that in. Let me copy this. And I'm going to say seems, no, I think that this way seems dead to me, man. Oh my god, Nano again. Why is this, does this keep happening, man? Every time, Nano, the Nightbot does not like you at all. Zebi1848, thank you very much for the follow. Let me quickly disable the Nightbot crap here. Like, unbelievable, man. That's just unbelievable. Okay, let me see. Spam protection under links. I've actually made it. Okay, I've not made it. Okay, now we're gonna do the following. So VIPs can now post links. There you go. And then we have the excessive symbols. Okay, that doesn't make... Okay, let's just do this. Now we're just going to have to be very careful with who I give VIP to. Okay, basically VIPs should now not be bothered by that. Well, I mean, it really depends with the music stuff. Because I don't know if that is... if I can just use that. That's the reason why I wouldn't use it. With the music, let me see. You're not allowed to use this audio content on your project without buying or asking permission from the original artist. There you go. So sadly, it does not work. So a good suggestion, but sadly not really working. Okay, so now we have set up this one, and this one should actually also work. Seems dead to me, man. And this time with the translation text component, which is of course a little bit more robust than just putting in a string text component. That is completely correct. Yeah. Well, you gotta be, you know, cognizant of those things, like what license stuff is. Just making sure. I mean, better safe than sorry. Okay, let me quickly see what's going on here. Why do you use old version? That's a very good question, Fane. I have no idea. I guess I have not updated it. There it is. Seems dead to me, man. Pretty good. I like it. You know what I love about it is that on this screen, it appears green to me, and on this screen, it appears like a teal color to me. So that's always great. Well, I mean, that's why I'm playing this guy here, up here. Where is it? Just a sec. Stream Beats. There it is, by Harris Heller. It works. Fine. Right. So there it is. Some custom tooltips for blocks, which is a... Oh, on the different. If the color is too... No. The color isn't like... It's my screens. It's my screen settings. I don't know what's going on there. It's, you know, one of them is, like... on my PC with a HDMI to, like, DP, and the other one is, like, DP to DP or something like that. I don't know. It's some craziness, and I've never gotten used to that. I might send some royalty-free music I use on my streams as a suggestion. Yeah, well, I mean, we can see, but I feel like it's gonna be fine. Going to play Club Penguin. Well, I mean, that's great. So you don't want to see how the custom furnace works. I see. I understand. Okay, well, I guess well, that's the tooltips. So let's see. Let's do the custom furnace then. Yeah. Okay. First of all, let's open Photoshop. And hope it's not gonna open on the wrong screen. Once again, spoilers then. Oh no, it's opening here. Oh, I got it. Okay, that's good. That is good. Let me see. So now let's just make a... No, let's copy that over in just a moment. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new stuff here. Well, let's be reasonable and good people here and actually make a commit out of this. Added custom tooltips to blocks. Commit. Unbelievable. No, commit anyway. Checks failed. No, commit anyway. That's fine. Okay, let's make a new package called a tile. Let's see if I can do this just like without looking at anything else. Let's see that. That's like the challenge. 2021 challenge. Let's make a custom furnace without looking at anything other than the code itself. Obviously, this is going to be a Kaupenfurnace, right? Kaupenfurnace. How do I get the custom textures? When I try to do that, they always face north. Yes, that is something that... Also, Kaupenfurnace is just not the correct name. This would be a Kaupenfurnace tile entity. There you go. Yeah, you have to add a block property to the block. But we're going to see that in just in a little while. We're basically going to take a look at that. Now... The thing about making the custom furnace, I actually think that it makes the most sense to take the abstract furnace tile entity and extend that, where we actually just have to add those two, and then we also have to add the constructor matching super. And if we take a look at that by middle mouse button clicking on this, we can see that we get basically, well, all of the functionality of the furnace, including the burn times, interestingly enough. Now, what I'm not 100% sure is how are we getting different recipes. We might have to take a look at how the recipe actually works, but, you know, one thing after another. Get default name. Let's make a translation text component. It's better. Let's just make this proper. So this is, what does that return in the, lockable text entity? My lord. Title dot livestream mod dot Kaupenfurnace? Sure. Create menu. See, that's very interesting, right? Because the create menu method if you remember, if you've seen it, in the tile entity tutorial, the create menu method was actually something that we've set up in the block instead of the tile entity. So that's very interesting. Something to keep in mind. Of course, we can't really do anything with that yet because we don't have a container. So let's make a new package here. Let's just call that container. Sure. Container. So let's make a new Kaupenfurnace furnace container. And that's now going to extend the abstract furnace container. Yeah, you see where this is going. Create constructor matching super, sure. Oh my Lanta. Okay, that's a lot. Actually, take a look at this one. So we either have a one with an int array as well. Question is, what is the int array doing? That is who knows? Who knows for later? Okay. I will have to double check that, but okay. Furnace fuel slot. They're actually like, those are actually particular slot types. I didn't actually know that. I thought that they were just normal slots. There you go. Okay, let's also make a screen. And that's actually, I mean, I have no idea. We're just basically gonna do this live. We're just gonna try this. So the Kaupenfurnace screen. Yes, sir. And this is gonna extend the abstract furnace screen of type Kaupenfurnace container. Let's go. That's what it needs to be. And what we can also do, we can let's take a look at how the furnace tile entity does it. We're just gonna make a new furnace container here. Easily enough. Okay, so let's do that. And if that is gonna be like as easy as, you know, we might think that that would be pretty amazing. This is ID. What else do we need? Oh no, wait. But is that the only thing that we have there? Abstract furnace container. Container type. Recipe recipe type smelting. So what we're gonna do is we're going to right now take the recipe type smelting, and then I'm gonna think about whether or not I want to add a custom recipe type, because I'm not sure. Maybe we're gonna copy that over from tomorrow's tutorial. But I kind of don't want to go through the entire thing with the custom recipe, because that's gonna be craziness. Okay, container type. I got to take a look at that. Okay, that just basically makes some basic container types. So as you can see, for example, we have the hopper. Of course, hopper containers are always going to be the same. I think that the idea is that that's going to be stream sneaky. I mean, maybe. Who knows? We're going to see whether or not that's something I am like. Might be interesting, but let's see. Let's just keep it like that for the time being, and then we're going to see. Yeah, make people watch your streams more. I mean, maybe, you know, it's just exclusive to the streams. You know, the video is gonna come out tomorrow, so it's not like it's too exclusive, you know. But yeah, kind of like that. And then the player, and then this just does the rest. Okay, let's just make a furnace that functions exactly like the normal furnace. That's not step number one. That's always, you know, that's like, okay, let's do a rant. You know, do something that's easy. Custom TNT for next stream. X to doubt on that one, my friend. X to doubt on that one. Man, I got so many like things in here. I want to do global loot modifiers for a stream. I want to do potions. I want to do end and nether biomes, because I have no idea how that works. I also want to make an updated version sort of the ore generation, because I think I'm like this close to making a killer ore generation thing. Like, it's actually insane. I need custom end and nether biomes. Well, those are like a little later. But but I really want to do the new ore generation, because I keep working on the ore generation. You remember, Pharaoh, I gave you the different like ore generation script, and I actually want to, you know, basically develop that a little bit more further, basically. Okay, let's then make a Kaupenfurnace simpler and easier. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, basically I can show you in a bit. That's like let's say like in half an hour or so, I'm gonna show you what I've come up with so far. So that's, you know, keep watching. Kaupenfurnace block. Yes. That's just gonna, is there like an abstract furnace block as well? Abstract furnace, there is. Let's go. We don't need to do anything here. Okay, so now, the thing about the abstract furnace block is, well, first of all, this can, oh no, I'm like, man, we also need the other stuff. My mod tile entities. Oh, I don't think so. That's like a little bit too much. We also need to register everything. Can we just copy this over? Of course we can. Let's just copy this over. Let's just take Minecraft modding. Let's just take that. Oh, we have a page. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, I'm like, wow. I was so tilted. Wait a second. Let me quickly something on here. I was so tilted because of the freaking internet not working properly. I completely forgot about something. I wanted to do something. Man, unbelievable. You're live. Manage your stream. No. That's not what I want. I want. Where can I do this? I can do this under Stream Beats, I think. Okay, let me grow. And this is like, where's this? No, dashboard. Not quite what I had in mind. Okay, let me then do the following. This is under the channel summary. Man, I literally just, there it's, yes, I found it. Okay, and now let's see if that works. Let's go, and then start. Oh, let's go. I've started a follower goal. I think you might see it in the chat. So every follower is now going to tick up. So it's going to have like a little, number next to it. Follower goal is 100. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, now let me copy over the stuff. Because it's going to be the same either way. So we have the live stream mod here. And then a register method right here. Raphael with the €1 tip. I was waiting for that. How is your day? My day has been extremely cool, actually. We actually went to a museum earlier today. Because, I don't know, why not? You know? And we got Dr. C. Jack. Thank you very much for the follow. We went to a museum earlier today, and that was really, really cool, actually. Just, you know, chilling with the bros in a museum, because why not? That's what you do, you know. There's nothing else to do. Kaupenfurnace tile, sure. Now the added thing about that is that I am actually like insanely tired today. That's why once again I'm drinking a little bit of, you know, good juice here. So yeah. And by the way, Monster, if you want to sponsor me, I'll take that in a heartbeat. Just saying, you know. Always gotta think about that sort of stuff. Okay, I'm like jumping all over the place, but it doesn't matter. Let's make the new thing here. I have to go. Hope you have an amazing stream. Well, thank you very much, Benosa Paul. Thanks for showing up, and maybe we'll see each other. You know, maybe you're gonna come in a later stream, or the tutorials are, of course, also always available. See ya. Okay, so now, DRM. Blocks. We want the Kaupen_Furnace. Jumping around like mad. Okay, Kaupen_Furnace. This is gonna be a Kaupenfurnace block. And there you go. Well, let's not make that coral. They're like stone? Piston? No. Then it's not stone. What is it then? Earth? Rock. Let's do rock. Do I need anything else for this? Yes. No, I literally don't have a freaking constructor. Well, that would explain that one. There you go. And now let's not forget to add that to the group Group, excuse me. I'm like, and there you can see the effects of tiredness. Group is already added down here. Okay, fine. We'll cut it out. Cut this. Okay, mod tile entities. Then we have the Kaupenfurnace right here, and then nothing is gonna work because what? Cannot resolve method. It does look very similar to the other stuff. That's interesting. Surround with array initialization. No. Der Münstersaft, I had a type on previous chat, lol. Interesting. Tile entity says register. Kaupenfurnace tile entity. Seems right to me. That create. Has this changed? This is a supplier of a factory, which extends this tile entity. Could be fine. Okay, then let's do that, I guess. I know why. Because there's no freaking... Okay. Like a second. This is actually in the Kaupenfurnace tile entity. We also now need to add a... Nope, that's not what we need to add. We need to add a public Kaupenfurnace tile entity with no parameter, which now calls this with the tile entity type, which is of course going to be mod tile entities dot Kaupenfurnace tile dot get, and the iRecipe type, which is going to be an iRecipe type dot smelting. We said easy enough. That's how easy it can be to resolve an error like that. And we also need to make the, register the containers, so mod containers. And we're going to do exactly the same once more. So simply going to copy over the deferred register, not from here, but from here. There you go. And then the register method as well. So this is under the mod containers. And this is going to be the containers. And this is the of type container. This guy. Sure about that? No. I'm not sure about that, actually. That's why I double check. It's actually container type. I was like, yeah. Container type of type question mark. And this is then the containers. Let's go. Let me just copy over the register method from there. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh, the container always looks so insane. This is like an abomination when you think about it. It's like, it's so much. Kaupenfurnace container. Kaupen underscore furnace underscore container. Kaupen underscore furnace underscore container. And then this one is of type Kaupenfurnace container. We need to add the other stuff to it. Do we really need all of that stuff? I feel like we don't need that. We only need the ID and the player. Not the player? Oh, the inventory of the player. Even easier then. There you go, man. Makes it a little bit nicer to read, to be honest. So that's pretty good. Can I like... Ah, there you go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that's fair enough. Now let's call both of those in the live stream constructor right here. This is the mod tile entities dot register with the event bus. And we'll do the same thing for the mod containers dot register event bus. Okay. Let's not worry about the JSON files just now. Let's I actually think we might... Okay, the screen is literally used nowhere yet, so I think we have to use that somewhere. Let's see. Have the furnace container. Oh, it's probably something with the container type where it's like, hey, if this is the container type, then we're going to use this type of screen there. Yeah, as you can clearly tell, the container type furnace actually has its own screen. We actually don't need to define anything just yet. We're going to see whether or not this works with the furnace screen, and then we're going to use our own screen, and then also making, our own container type in just a moment. So the only thing that we need is the block stuff, so the JSON files. Now, when it comes to the block furnace, the abstract furnace block. Okay, there it is. So now what we have here is you can see these two things, and that's not a song that I want to play right now. Can we get like something else? Are there like only like 10 songs on here or something like that? There are only 50 songs on this. Okay, let me quickly check if I can. Fi lo-fi beat. 314 songs. That sounds great. Wait, how do you view the code of Minecraft or Fabric? Well, I mean, this is Forge at the moment, but you can basically, if you have any class that you're, for example, extending, or even in anywhere, basically, you can simply, for example, in this method here, I can say, hey, well, how does the item stack work? Again, I can just middle mouse button click, and it's going to open the entire class, and then I can basically go through and see how the class looks like. So that's like one of the main things. You can also, down here, go to external libraries in the project window. Go to, if you're using Forge, you can go to Net Minecraft Client Extra 1.16.5 or whatever your version is. And then basically open this, and then you're going to have the assets on the data folder from Minecraft. And there's everything in here. So basically, literally every block states JSON from the game is in here. Same with, the lang files. I think, yeah, only the en_use JSON is in there. The textures are also in here, which we're going to probably use one of in just a moment. And then under the data stuff, the loot tables, the structures, recipes, tags, all of that is also available here. And the code is under this guy right here, Net Minecraft Forge 1.16.5, and then basically the Forge version. And that is under Net Minecraft, and then you get everything. Literally everything. Like, well, how does the dispenser work? There is all of that stuff here. Enchantment. All of the enchantments are here. So that's actually how easy that is. For Forge, it's pretty much the same. Let me open the Fabric. For Fabric, it's pretty much the same. For Fabric, you also go down here, but then you go to this guy, which is Net Minecraft 1.17.1 map, Net Fabric, whatever. And then you have everything here. So this is where's this? So assets, we got the assets, we got the data. We got net, and then there's the code. Basically. Yeah, everything in there. Okay, let's continue with this. So, I was thinking about, I wanted to explain roughly the property. So, I want to make a video on that in the future as well, but now just roughly explaining the actual block properties. So, we have the following. In this one, we have a directional property called facing, and then we have a Boolean property called lit. Now, if we take a look at the direction property class, we can see this is an enum property, and we can basically go down the tree here. This is a property of type T, and then this should be basically the end of it. We have 3 different types of properties. We have Boolean properties. It's just a Boolean. We have an integer property, just an integer, and then an enum property. In this case, the only thing that we have is the direction property, north, east, south, and west. In that case, but you could, in theory, also define your own, and that's actually fairly easy. And yeah, I don't know that to view that code is really useful. Should be in a short YouTube video. Yeah, I want to do that as well. I want to make a video about, tips and tricks. How easy it can be to, how easy it is. Because there's a lot of times I actually explain how that works, but yeah. Yeah, so there are basically 3 types of properties here. We can also think about, it's Boolean, it's integers, and it's enums. Now, enums, custom enums rarely used Booleans, makes sense, and then custom integers probably use a lot of times. So, for example, if you want to store, something on that block state, and you can do that with these properties. So I can't just do the following. So in theory, for people who actually know some Java, you're like, well, I have this block here, so why, I can just do private, and then just do integer, and then just say something like, I don't know, fuel amount or something like that, right? I could just do that, and then reference it in the code, get a getter, a setter, and all of that stuff. That doesn't work. Because, and this is once again where Java knowledge is incredibly important, or at least some knowledge of programming, the blocks the block class itself actually acts as a singleton, more or less. So the block here is actually like only created once. In this case, in the blocks, in the mod blocks class. So this new Kaupenfurnace block only done once. Of course, I can make a second one and then it's created a second time, but the actual instance there only exists once. And each block in the world is actually a block state. So this is the, if I press shift twice, I can put in block state and then say include non-project items, and then there you go, block state. This is the class, and this is the class that is actually responsible for each block inside of the world. So each block in the world is a block state, and each block is just sort of like the idea of a block. That's the way you need to think about that. And we can take a look at the abstract block state, and there everything is solid. The stuff we basically put in the block properties that we add to blocks. And yeah, and the block state also has the position, for example, so I can put in the position. I'm fairly certain that I will get a position here as somewhere. Is position predicate. Somewhere we're going to have this. I know that. Maybe probably at the very top. Get position random is valid position. Well, there you go, I guess. There's somewhere in here is a block pause that basically determines, okay, this at this position, this block is in there. It might actually be in the stuff that Minecraft Forge adds. But yeah, so the block state is really the thing that exists in the world, and that basically just refers back to a block. And yeah, so this one does not work because this would be shared in all blocks in the theory. So we need to do that with a block state. Now the great thing about block states is that these properties here are actually done via the block states, even though those are public static inside of the block class. Those, if we go down a little bit, we have this builder down here, as you can see, build state container, and that one adds those block state those properties to the block state itself. So this is a state container builder. We don't need to go too much into detail about that. The idea is just that we're basically adding the properties to it, and then those are able to be read out from the block state. And that is why, if we go down here again and we take a look at, for example, the Acacia door, that is why we have all of those variants here. Those are all different block properties. And we can basically read them out and then refer to a different model, which then turns into a different texture. So that's sort of the craziness here. And then, these ones, Y90, Y270, those just rotate the actual block. Okay, so that was an interesting, idea here. And we actually don't need to add anything at the moment. Man, my doorbell is broken. It rings by itself. I've got a better one. You know how you can press and then the door can open? I don't know what it's called, the ringer, something like that, and then the door opens. That's broken for me, and I'm in the 3rd floor. So that's great. Right. Yeah. Okay, create new tile entity mod tile entities. Kaupenfurnace.get.create. There you go. Now, interact with, I actually don't know what I should put on there. Oh! An instance for handling interactions with blocks that implement abstract furnace property called in. That's actually a very smart idea, doing it like that. Okay, then let's give me the furnace and let's see what that one does. Interact with, literally just this. Okay, let's do that. Let's copy it over, and then we can also always, it basically works. We can just say, hey, this has to be a Kaupen furnace tile entity. There you go. That's pretty much it. Later.open container. So weird. That's way easier than the way that I've done it before. I've not actually taken a look at this. So this is why I'm doing this completely blind. Oh, I'm losing frames again. What is going on? For the last 2 minutes, dropped 27% frames. everything's still working, then you know, if it's lagging for someone, or you know, it's buffering endlessly, then just please do mention that, and we will see if you know, we can fix that. Okay, yeah, no, that should be everything, I think. So we might have a block that has no texture at the moment, but we should have a block that we can right-click and actually do stuff with. I think so. Let's just see if it works. The worst thing that can happen is the game crashes. So, and that's actually, like, really not that bad. It really isn't. Hydration check, please, chat. Make sure to hydrate. Plenty. Even when drinking energy drinks. A little bit of water. And, you know, you can't go wrong with that. 1600 upload. Man, I'm like, this is just not okay. Alrighty, let's see. So, and now we have the amazing block. Let's set it down. The game has not yet crashed. That's very good. Now let's right click. Okay, that's like, I'm flying high at this point. There you go. See, let me quickly see how much salt's in there. So in the entire thing, there's 1.1 grams of salt. You know, the funniest stuff about that is, I literally got a salt shaker right here. Because I am like insanely, I oversalt my food usually, for other people at least. Let's get some ore and let's see if that works. I mean, not quite, but you know, salt only lists sodium, by the way. Yeah. It literally just says salt, but in German. So, whatever. Zephy! Let's go! Hello. Hello. Okay. So currently, we're trying to make a custom furnace. And we've actually made it so that we can see it already, but we can't do it. Oh, there's a Genshin concert. Yeah, there's also Ludum Dare or Ludum Dare going on at the moment. So the you know, like basically one of the most popular you know, game jams that there is. I didn't know that was this weekend. So if I had known, then you know, maybe the schedule would have been a little bit different. But there you go, I guess. Yeah, I saw a, maybe you know this. There's like this health, like this, you know, this health guy, this doctor, I guess, on YouTube, and he was like, "Hey, drinking energy drinks cured my insomnia." I saw that video like just a couple of days ago. That was really interesting because he was like vitamin B12 deficient, and because there's like insane amount of vitamin B12 in there, he was actually able to sleep when drinking energy drinks. It was a crazy story. Okay, let's check this again. So this is never cold, but I actually don't think that we necessarily need to call this. Would this not make sense to call it like that? I don't think that it makes a difference, but who knows? Caffeine and an incredible large amount of vitamins, yeah? Okay, the furnace, the screen, I'm not interested in the screen at the moment. I actually don't care about that at the moment. So let's see the furnace tile entity again. So the tile entity, like genuinely, we have, the only thing that we have is the data here, which might be something to take a look at. But I also don't think that that's necessarily it. If it didn't have so much caffeine, they might actually be fairly healthy. Yeah. I mean, you know, from time to time, it's not an issue. But you should definitely not consume too many of them. But they are a good drink. I like them. And I'm currently going through like every monster because they were in you know, on sale. I was like, let's just try a bunch. I usually drink the peach iced tea monster, which is insanely good. It's so good. It was nice catching a stream, but I gotta go now. I hope to see you soon in another stream or a video. Well, Dr. C, thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more streams in the future. And you know, a little later, I will actually reveal my new well, schedule that I'm planning. I shouldn't drink energy drinks. Effie, you bring enough energy already. You know what I mean? Like, it's just energy drinks. You know, it's. That is exactly like that, the bounciness. Okay, so let's see. We have... it's kind of weird that this doesn't work. So the furnace container... Yeah. I like those. Those are kind of nice. So we have... Okay, so the container, once again, is just like... pretty much normal stuff. Furnace data. Do we have that? No... Okay, so this is probably the issue. Now the big question is, where is this called? I have lost a plot. There it is. Where's this one called? Ah, there it is. And that's why it doesn't work. Because we don't have that with the data. Easy enough. So, we need to call another container method there, or a constructor. We take this guy, and we put it in our own container, right here. And then let's call this the Kaupenfurnace container. And that's pretty much it. That's all we need to do. Now we don't need this. We can just call the super on this. And then call this guy in the island team. Oh, okay. Let's see. So this is going to be the ID, then the player. Then we're going to have the inventory. So this dot inventory? Nope. Maybe? No? Okay. Let me check. Let me double check. It's easier like that. Literally just this. I mean, that could have been this, and then we have this dot furnace data. Okay, now I believe it should work. Let's not forget to you know, create a new world, because I don't think that it's gonna work with the same world actually. But we're gonna see. What do we have again? So just like, you know, a bunch of stuff again. Dropping a lot of frames. God damn, man. That's such a shame. Okay, so let's make a new world. Because why not? Hey. Let's see. Fairly certain that we're gonna have some progress. Let's get some coal and let's get some ore. Iron ore. Works. There you go. Custom furnace. Now, we don't have like anything, but you know, we don't have custom recipes or stuff like that, but Poggers, of course, Poggers okay. You can also write Poggers. Look at this guy. What? Why doesn't it work? It doesn't work for me. It works in the chat, like it works here. It doesn't work for me here. That's a shame. But yeah, Poggers you can write as well. Okay, so that works. That's really, I mean, that's pretty good. Now the real question is, how about... Oh. First of all, a custom texture. Somehow I feel like I can't believe like a normal I feel like I can't behave like normal doing streams. Spamming emotes and calling for attention of stream. All fine, it's all good. I only started playing around with it. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's good. Okay, so let's make make it look good. That's the next step. That's Kaupen_Furnace _ block. Did I name that like that? I don't know, but I wouldn't want it. Kaupenfurnace. Let's go. Who's one of those? Oh. Oh man, that's pretty good. Big thanks for the live tutorials. I really needed that. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me double check that. Just making sure, Platinum, you know, those are gonna be like on the public GitHub repository. Just double checking if you're okay with that. I can, by the way, also, you know, link to anything if you want to for some credit. That would be totally fine. That's cool. Okay. Then let me under this one. This is, man, this is crazy. Stream assets, Minecraft textures, furnace. Always down to give back. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that's pretty good. I mean, this is like the department that I've definitely been lacking in a little bit with the textures, but it's fine. Like, it's not that bad. I feel like a lot of people have that the textures could be a little bit better, but I always think that my textures are passable, and I'm actually also thinking that I am getting better. Like, if I were to take a look at my old textures, oh my, that was like, those were just not good at all. And now they're at least fine. Okay, so now we have this one. And let me do this. Kind of stuff takes me ages. I always think they're not bad, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're okay. Like like I gotta be honest, the texture for the cores, the copper wire, okay. The coppered apple, oh man, I could have probably spent a little bit longer on that. But apart from that, I think I'm actually okay. Let's add Kaupen to those. I'm just quickly renaming the files, and then I will import those as well. So we're gonna have this guy, and then the top, the block here. Copy them over. There you go. And then we have the Kaupenfurnace and the Kaupenfurnace on. Those are the block states. There you go. Okay. Add. Your pretty orange tree inspired the Feywild trees. What? That's actually really cool. That's a story I'm gonna tell. Last time, I don't know if you were here already or not, but someone asked if I had any, if I had any like public mods, and then someone said the creator of Feywild actually, watched his tutorials, and then I was like, that's right, that's exactly right. So I'm leeching a little bit off of your fame. Where are you at already? Like, how many downloads do you have? Like, last time I checked, it was insanely like high. Kaupenfurnace. Sure. 270,000. That is nuts, man. That's so good. It's so good. Like, that's amazing. Wait, this was not the block state. I'm crazy. Those are both the block models, sorry. Let me just quickly. 250,000 after 4 or 5 months is insane. Yeah, that really is insane. Like, it's so good. But it's also really cool. Like, the stuff you've done so far is pretty insanely cool. So, don't sell yourself short. I mean, you have done, like, you've done a lot, so yes, I'll write that. Okay, mark that. Minecraft tutorial. No, that's live stream mod. Couldn't code very well before I started the tutorial. Still have to figure out so many things. I mean, that's just how it is. Always how it's gonna be. But that's okay. That's fine. Kaupenfurnace. Let's do it. And then let's rename that to Kaupen_furnace. Yes, please. And then let's rename this to Kaupen_furnace on. And then we're gonna currently making custom villagers. That's probably something that I will take a look at as well. Once you have that done, because that is hardest part is having good ideas. Like for a actual mod, I don't disagree, because it's it depends. Because ideas, I can generate your ideas all day long, but sometimes the question is, okay, how reasonable are those ideas? How realistic are those ideas? That's probably more the issue. on some of those. And then this is gonna be a live stream. Oh, this tutorial mod. Tutorial mod, and then live stream mod. There you go. And then replacing the furnace with Kaupenfurnace, and then let's see, Kaupenfurnace. Okay, I think that is probably all that we're gonna need. Let's also add some item models here, because why not? Kaupen_furnace, I think it was. We'll definitely have to rename all of those, because some of them have underscore in them and some of them don't. Not the best idea. Also, why would I have... yeah, that's... could have been... So that refers back to the model here, Kaupenfurnace. And that should be it for the textures. Am I a fan of sushi? Like, it's okay. So I guess no. I mean, it's oh, interesting. You hate cooked fish, but you know, sucker for sushi. That's very interesting. I don't know. You know, probably like what a lot of people say is that, you know, if you don't stream rage, he doesn't like sushi. That's not what I said. I said that I'm, you know, not the biggest fan, but maybe I just never had good sushi. That could also be the case, you know. Who knows? Where's my block? It's just gone. There it is. Let's go. Look at that. Some cool textures, man. And it also works in all directions. Easy. Okay, now the big question is, do we still want to make the craziness? Oh man, I'm dropping frames again like mad. It's so just like... you're missing a giant K on it. Come on, man. We don't have to like do everything with a giant K on it. That's like... we're starting to reach levels that are absurd, man. Okay, let me add some translation here, because that bothers me sometimes. Although I do tend to miss that quite a lot. This is the Kaupen with a giant J on it. KJ. I see what you're doing. I see what you're up to. Kaupencoral. Dead. Oh, Coral. Coral! Stay back, Coral! And we have the... this is in the tile entity. And I think I have to like completely redo my custom tile entity stuff again, because I mean, I'll have to redo it anyway for 1.17, but there you go. Eventually, after a few streams, you'll be able to spell Kaupenjoe with blocks. Yeah, that's that would be good. Prediction of gameplay. I will go AFK for probably a few hours. We'll probably come back if you will do gameplay. I don't know yet. I gotta be honest with you. I am like a little bit I'm like quite tired today actually. I think that we're gonna stick with I don't have any plans right now. So we're actually like really like fast progressing with the tile entity. I didn't expect to be that fast with the custom block with the custom furnace. So I don't know yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, I mean, a few hours, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, but we're gonna see. So either I'm still here and I'm up for some, you know, playing, or maybe I'm playing, you know, ATM 6 a little bit on my own, or we're just gonna see. But I will see you. We'll talk later, Pharaoh. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Right. So now we have added all of that, and now the big question is, okay. I mean, this pretty much nothing. Let's first of all make a new like screen. That's the first thing we're first gonna make a new screen, and then once we made a new screen, then we're gonna talk about custom, like, stuff. Come. Do you know how to set parameters don't show as p something something? Something, but normally, yes. So the issue is that I don't know why that happens sometimes, but so there's some things, I think in here it was, for example, can we not have that p? Like literally in that one it doesn't exist. That's always great. I think it exists in the furnace though. Nope. That's always great. I don't know why they sometimes come up as the non-mapped parameters. So we did have a, well, sort of something, Epix had that problem, and we did kind of fix it. You can go to the Gradle in the top right corner here, and then you can choose, this would be under, it was create Sarge to MCP, and that basically runs through and, you know, because those P underscore whatever, those are the Sarge mappings. But I'm not sure. You can also always change the name in your overridden methods. You can just change the name in the parameters. That also works. But for 1.16.5, I think we need to sort of, you know, deal with that. And then in 1.17.1, we're going to, well, we're going to use the parchment mappings anyway. So those should be fixed then. So, yeah. Okay, let me... I want to do the screen. And for that, I will need to make a custom something. Worked. Well, there you go. That was, oh, that's actually really good. The fact that that worked so fast. Okay, so we need to make a custom container type here. I actually don't know if we need that. It's interesting because we have we're making a custom container type with this guy, right? So as you can clearly tell, this is a custom container type. So I'm wondering if we can just say mod containers dot Kaupencontainer.get. Yes, we can. That's great. That's actually like insanely good. And then what we can do is we can go into the livestream mod. And then this is under here. And then we're going to do... I don't know what it's called. I have to take a look. Once again, the eternal and just, you know, I also don't remember everything. This is the screen manager that we're going to use. Yes, there you go. This is the screen manager dot register factory with the mod containers dot Kaupenfurnace container dot get, and then the new Kaupen screen : new. And there it is. Well, so much for that one. Probably because this one does not have one that is empty. Kaupenfurnace container with nothing in it. And that's gonna call this with a bunch of stuff. So this one is the container. Where's this called, by the way? It's only called here. Okay, let's take a look at the screen for the furnace. We also do need to add that. That's a good point, actually. Let's add the GUI as well here. We're gonna make a custom one in, you know, a little bit. Just so that we can see basically how a custom one would be made, right? So, just step by step, basically. And there we still need to call this one somehow. Where's this called? Oh, that just works. Interesting. Wait, why does that just work? I'm VIP. Yes, you are VIP. Yeah. Of course, man. You know, I've made like, I don't know, like 10 people VIP or something like that last, you know, first stream. I thought that, you know, some people, and then also you're very active on the Discord as well. So I thought, yeah, people who are active on the Discord and, you know, who were there on the first stream, I was like, yeah, let's make those VIP. Because I was, you know, I already got that ability after the first stream. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm not quite sure. This doesn't work because I'm not... I'm just crazy, am I not? I'm just crazy. Okay, so now we need to call the super on this. But the issue is the super needs a lot of stuff. How does he do it? Container. I slept for 14 hours today. I'm still tired. Well, I slept for not that long. Because I woke up like 10 times in the night. Like, it was crazy. But what can you do? Happens sometimes. Not too bad. Man, this is like kind of, I'm like... So obviously we can just take this guy for the last parameter. Okay, let's just fill this. Null for the time being, and then this is a new furnace GUI, whatever, doesn't matter. We can fix that in a little bit, and then does this one maybe have something? It does not. This is player inventory, so we kind somewhere need to... Oh, wait a second. We can do this though, right? Can we not do this? And it's going to be fine with that. We can say container. Now this should actually be the furnace container, because that's this guy here. Then we have that, and then we have the player inventory, and then we have the furnace texture. Because why does that not work? Oh Lord. The title. Let's go. Fixed it. And now this works as well. Yes, it does. Okay, now we have the custom furnace screen as well. With the recipes though, so that's gonna be very interesting. Oh man. It just works. It just works, man. It's, you know. Isn't that from somewhere? Like, it just works? I feel like that it was, like, that's a thing from somewhere. I just don't know from, like, where it is. Okay, let's actually get the texture then. So this is under GUI. And then that is under... container? It is. Furnace. There it is. So let's just copy this. Control C. Todd Howard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. It just works. Yeah, I mean, we all saw how well that worked. I mean, obviously it was like talked about to death, but how can you make a freaking Fallout game with like literally no NPCs? Like, how can you do that? Like, who the hell greenlit that? Like, yeah, that's a great idea. Why do we need NPCs in an RPG? Probably not. You know, I'm not big enough. By the way, FRV helped me and my mob. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, FRV is crazy good with the mobs. It's just insane, man. It's I don't know. But don't ask him to, you know, take a look at like a method. Oh man, what is a method? I don't understand. What do you mean there's more parameters? I just don't know how that works. But insanely complex stuff. Holy crap, man, that's insane. That guy's just... It's so funny. All in jest, of course. Like, it's not, like, I'm not... I don't mean that to be rude, by the way. So if he ever, you know, listens to it or takes a look at the VOD, then, you know, come on, man. It's just all in good fun. This is the Kaupenfurnace GUI textures. Texture, okay, that's fine. And then what we can do is we can right-click and say Open in Explorer. And then... That's why I opened this guy. Okay, let's just do that and then let's put it in here. Ah, that's fine. Right, now we could, in theory, change stuff. So let's just add a K here. Let's literally... That's all we're gonna do. No, we're gonna change this a little bit more, but let's just add a K for the time being. I don't think that this is quite my color, but that's okay. We're just gonna add this right now to basically confirm that we have the different screen, you know, that we're using. And then what we're gonna do is then we're gonna go crazy, right? We're gonna make a different like texture here, and then we're gonna make a different texture here. And then we're just gonna see. So I should be able to. No, let's not do that. Let's just export it right here, and let's. Oh, that's actually perfect. Yeah, Kaupenfurnace. Yes, let's do that for the time being. Then let me rename this guy to template. Yes, the refactor, sure. Oh, did he change that here? You sneaky. Oh, he actually recognized that this is the... Like, can you tell me? That's insane. I renamed this file, and the path here, like, IntelliJ recognized that like, this path actually, like, refers to that file. So there you go. That's, like, the craziness. That's insane. Just for fun, make the output slot on the left and the input slot on the right. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. We have to actually change that in the container. And I don't know how... I mean, I wouldn't say that. I don't know how easy that is, but we're going to see. First of all, let's make sure that this works, and then there you go. Yeah, like, IntelliJ is crazy good with that. Like, that's insane. I didn't want that to do it, but, you know, if I wanted to, that would have been really good. Okay, let's see if the custom screen works. There's such smart little features like that. Yeah, there's so many features that I'm, like, not using that it has. Also, like, the multi-line stuff where you can just, you know, make, like, just, like, what is it? Edit multiple lines at the same time. Just really good. Just for fun, add followers' names on the furnace screen. That's actually a really funny idea. And I might even do that. So let's first of all take a look at whether or not it works. I don't know if it works in an old world. We might just have to get the block again, but we're gonna see. What do we have here? Nothing? Okay. So let's see. First of all, the Kaupenfurnace. There it is. Big K. And still works totally fine. And also has the correct name. It still only uses the furnace recipes, but we're continuing with this. That's pretty good. It's definitely working better than the bow. Like, think back to the first stream where this far in, we still had not gotten the bow to work. And we're already, like, here? That's so good. Okay. Let's continue with this. So, now the question comes in, what do we want to do? I think... Let me see. Okay. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention this, Nano. Your freaking, like, Pokemon textures, your Pokemon stuff you did, holy S. It was so good. Those were so good. Like, what the hell? They look amazing, dude. Like, it's really good. Of course. Leflo 98, hello. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it really shows that you spend a lot of time on those textures. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's, like, really cool. Okay, so let's see. Let's think about this. Let's first of all do the following. Let's go and... what else? What? Oh. Leflo 98, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, now let's think about what we're gonna do next. We have the screen set up. Everything works. I guess we now make custom recipes. Ooh. Okay, well, basically, okay. Two things we're gonna do. Actually, let's just make the custom recipes. What the hell? Let's just make the custom recipes, and then we're gonna do something else as well. So this is in the... I'm new to modding. Is it possible to create some sort of a poisoned ingot which can be made unpoisoned in a custom machine? It really depends on what you mean by a poisoned ingot, because it, you know, like, where would the poison be? Like, if you have it in your inventory, do you have a chance to be poisoned, or what way would the poison be applied to the player? But in theory, that would definitely work. And it's actually fairly straightforward, I believe. Okay, custom recipe. Container. This guy right here, iRecipe type, smelting. We basically want to make a custom recipe type. Now, man, furnace recipe. Abstract cooking recipe. That's like, that seems... That can't be the case. If that is so easy, I'm actually going to complain. I don't know to who yet, but I'm going to complain to someone. For example, that you get damaged when you hold it, or that the ore will damage you when you are nearby. Oh, nearby? Oh, that's a great question. I'm not sure. So, nearby, that's going to be... I don't know if that works that easy. But yeah, the holding it is... That should be fine. Yeah, hold definitely in the inventory easily enough. Nearby, that's kind of... That's a little bit harder. I don't know if it works. Like, I don't know if it's how difficult it is. Because you might be able to... Oh man, I don't know. Touching it, definitely. That would be possible. I don't know if you can make a radius out of like a block. You know, that's like... There's definitely a little bit more in there. Okay, now let's just... Okay, next thing we're gonna do now, though, is we're now gonna make a custom recipe type. I think it actually is going to be fairly easy, which is actually very interesting. This is the Kaupenfurnace recipe, which literally is just going to extend the abstract cooking recipe right here. The only thing we need to do is we need to... I think we need all of those, I believe. No, I actually don't think so. We need to... The icon, that is going to be modblocks.kaupenfurnace.get. Nope, .get, please. Get, there you go. Oh, item stack, sorry. As item. And then new item stack. Sure, that's okay as well. New item stack. There you go. I believe I can also just put the block in. Yes, I can. That's very good. Is dynamic. I don't know what that means. Like, I literally don't know what is dynamic means, so we're just gonna ignore it. Whatever. You can have it damage you if you nearby a block. That's the question. I think dynamic means animated texture. I don't think so. That should be done. That is done in this. Like, what do you mean with like texture? Like the arrow and stuff? That's done in the screen. That's not done in the recipe. Serializer. Oh no, we need to make a serializer, right? No, I mean the block texture. I also... No, the recipe doesn't have anything to do with that. I don't think so. We're gonna see. Let's just, you know... iRecipe serializer... This is a cooking recipe serializer for a particular thing. Oh my lanta, man. We can... No, we can't call that because that is a... But we can call this. So we're gonna say this is the mod recipe serializers. Serializers, yes. Yes. And what song is that? That sounds kind of fun. Dum 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 dum. Okay, this is okay, I'm here. Finally. Hello there. I'm Robert. Maybe not. Oh. Maybe not Robert. That's not good. We're currently in the midst of making custom recipe types for a custom furnace. But no worries, of course, everything will be available as a video as well. I might actually cut those down. I don't know if I want to keep, you know, putting up the entire VODs, but we're going to see. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video if it helps you so far. This has to be done, you know. This is like very important stuff. Okay. Let's see. So this is the mod recipe serializers. Let's see. This is a new cooking serializer, so that's actually really good. Interesting. Furnace, yes. Let's just literally copy this one over. Let's see if we can do something like this. Stream rage, he gonna cut us out. What? What are you talking about? Never in a million years am I gonna do that. No. I'm not gonna cut you out. Everything here is, you know, it's gonna stay how it is. Okay, let's copy this one over as well. We shouldn't use that. What should we use instead then? Recipe serializer is deprecated. Please cut out my embarrassing moment. Did this one? Nope, that's definitely not it. That's not the correct one. Which one have I used on the in the mod though? Right here. This is under data, recipe. Oh, we can actually do. Oh, we actually have used I've used a deferred register with that. That actually does make way more sense. TBH. This is live stream mod, so we shouldn't use that. And then we're gonna do this one, and this is the. It's this type. Just a resource location, man. And then this one, what is that? This is a high recipe type. Okay, that's craziness. Nope, that's not what we want. We want. Okay, let's go through this like one by one. That's like craziness. Okay, this is a serializer. This is definitely correct. So that's supposed to be a public static final registry registry object. Yeah, there you go. Now the question is of what? Of this guy. Open smelting? Sure. That makes a lot of sense. Oh my. Oh, we have I am Robert may not be maybe not. There you go, is following. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, that's all I gotta go. Oh, okay. Bye, Robert. May see you in another stream. But thank you very much for the follow though. Alright, this is now now I have to have a custom recipe as well. So this is gonna be. Oh, wait, I have that right here. What am I doing? Kaupenfurnace recipe of type Kaupenfurnace recipe. Now this one doesn't like it because cannot infer argument. This one doesn't have because this one does not have a proper stuff here. Probably that's my guess. So this one has one with a resource. Look, we're gonna copy the constructor here just to see whether or not this matches inside of the recipe here. It definitely does not match, as you can clearly tell. And then you have the iRecipe type, so we can now say mod recipe serializers dot smelting dot get. No, that's not it. That's not it. Wait. Oh man, this is like definitely a little bit more complex. I mean, it's easy and complex at the same time. iRecipe type, which literally just registers a Kaupenfurnace recipe. Kaupenfurnace block. Why do I have the stuff here? Finger. Why does the finger keep showing? Up. Not what I want. Okay. We're also still passing in melting here, so this is the difference. And if I... Okay, so the type here has to go. And that's like... Obviously, once again, because I'm figuring this out live, it's a little rough around the edges, snaking around. In like a proper tutorial, this would be streamlined. And this register method, this guy with the registry recipe type. Now the big question is whether or not this recipe type, we can use that or not. Ah, yes, we actually can. And we are actually literally already doing this right down here. Haha, there it is. So that's why it doesn't work. Because we want a public static I recipe type of type question mark? No, we actually want that of Kaupenfurnace recipe. And this is going to be the recipe, sure. And this is then equal to that stuff. And then this here is simply new resource location with my mod ID. So this is going to be the livestream mod ID. And this is going to be the Kaupenfurnace furnace. And then this down here needs to be this guy. Okay, we're getting closer, I think. Sure that this is the correct one? No. Oh, interesting. It literally is itself. Okay, wait a second. Oh man, this is like... Why is this like... I don't need that though. Recipe type. Some recipe type. Damn, it can't be... Why? Such a shame, man. I actually thought that it would be way easier. But we can't use a lot of the registry stuff that the other things are using. New recipe type? Literally just returning the key. Are you for real, my dude? Well, why aren't we doing that then? New iRecipe type? No. Just returning the key though, right? ToString? Wasn't it the key? Why the matches method though? What the hell is this? Why? Here, it just says, yeah, sure. Just a ToString. It's just the ToString method that it needs. Like there. PC crashed again. That's not good at all. Nano, that is very bad. What are you doing? Type T. No, we can actually say that this is of type this guy. And it works. Kind of weird. Hello, Kaupen, I am back. Nitroncat. Welcome back. I lost all my progress on the sprite. No! What? God damn, man. That's a shame. Okay, and now what I can do is in my Kaupenfurnace recipe, I can now say mod recipe serializers dot Kaupen this guy. And it works. Madness. Absolute madness. Now this one still doesn't work, which is, you know, upsetting me just the tiniest bit. But also, obviously it's not going to work because it's calling this register method right here. That of course is not what it's supposed to do. It's going to call recipe serializers dot register. There you go. And now that should make more sense. Can we just keep it like that? No, we can't. Okay. Let me double check what this is once again. So this is supposed to be the serializer, actually. Here. Does this have a serializer? Get serializer, yes, literally. It's currently null, but... No, excuse me? Oh, is this not freaking... Kaupenfurnace recipe. No, it is not. Then let's do the following. Let's do a new dot get. Nope, that doesn't work. Is that not? What is this? Why can't I do that? And then let's do a new one. And then get serializer. But I need to pass in stuff. And this is like kind of weird. I'm 100% sure that there is a easier way to go about this. But once we figured it out, you know, then iRecipe serializer. Yeah, exactly, this one. Smoking recipe. Now, I don't know why it doesn't work with the new there, right? Because now I have all of those in here in the Kaupenfurnace recipe. I'm using exactly the same ones, right? Just with a different name, I guess. ID, group, ingredient, result, experience, cook time. Literally exactly the same thing. Then we're calling the super, which is this guy right here with the recipe type. And this one can be used with a new cooking recipe serializer, which we're literally like in. Okay, that's no. We're still like I don't understand that. We're making a new recipe serializer, and in theory, I don't need to do that stuff. I should be able to do this. Oh man, what do you mean can't be accessed? It's this guy. Furnace, there you go. So that's weird. Because in theory, I don't know why it doesn't like this. Because the constructor we're calling, like this constructor right here, from the cooking recipe serializer, should be fine. We're making a... It doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter. Are we actually... Do we even need to do that? Do we need to make this a little bit... I guess we could also call this the... Man, this is a little tough. Definitely tougher than I expected. But that's what you want. You want a challenge, man. You want a challenge. This definitely does return that. We could also say question mark. I don't think that that's gonna do anything, man. Kaupenfurnace recipe. The way I did it here is I made a custom serializer, but obviously the idea is that we don't need a custom serializer in this moment, because the cooking recipe serializer is going to be completely fine. All that we really need is that, but it complains to us that this one cannot be accessed from the outside. Okay, so now in theory what I could do is I could say, yeah, sure, take one without anything in here. Now it's going to complain that, you know, the super isn't called, which is absolutely correct. But the issue then becomes that doesn't make any sense. Then everything is hard coded. You know, new resource location, new string, ingredients, results, experience, cook time. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't hard code that. So this is the only constructor that makes sense in this moment. And in here, it all works fine. Like, it's all totally okay using those. Exactly those constructors. And they work with ::new. And I don't know why they don't work with ::new for me. That's weird. Holy crap. Man, if you would see how many freaking drop frame warnings I'm getting, it is insane. That is just crazy though. Like I'm actually like impressed with how many freaking warnings that is, but that's okay. Okay. let's recalibrate. Let's take another sip here, and let's think about this rationally. Okay, so we have a abstract cooking recipe. This is also an abstract cooking recipe. So that's absolutely correct. We're on the right track here. Now, we have overridden the getIcon and the getSerializer methods. We have done the same here. We don't actually need to override this one. Let's go. Okay, this one should, in theory, return mod recipe serializers.kaupensmelting.get. Now this also works because, of course, that's literally what we're trying to do right now. And then we can also get the imports out of here. So, right. Now the thing about it is that when we are creating the new cooking recipe serializer, we have to give it an ifactory. Now this, in theory, is the recipe that we've made. It doesn't work though. This : new should just work, but it says, hey, I can't use that. ifactory is not public. Wait, like this guy? This normal interface. That's kind of upsetting, man. Why is that not public? We can't use that. So we have to make what exactly? A new serializer. Can we just make a new serializer class? Then, but why does it work there though? Does it work? Oh, because this is a forge entry. Can we just do that? Can we just be completely, can we go nuts? Can we go completely nuts? Wait, so instead of, but that doesn't make any sense as well. Okay, let's just do it. Frick it. Public static class serializer, which extends the forge registry entry of iRecipe serializer of type ? And this implements the iRecipe serializer of type abstract cooking recipe. I think we can also use the Kaupenfurnace recipe. If this looks insane to you, then I can tell you that it is, but you know, if it works, then no. But I don't want to do that though. No. Can I do the wait? Can I not do abstract cooking recipe and then just be like implement methods? I just need to implement the right method. Ah, because we're gonna change that. Okay, sure. Can I not just do like return? I mean, return doesn't work. Recipe.write. No. But why though? Oh, there's no serializer there. Get serializer. There it is. Right. Yes. Buffer recipe. No. Why do you not work? Why does this not work? Question mark. That seems weird. What? No, but it's not dead. I just don't have a command like that. Is that a command that usually like exists? Exclamation point lurk? Well, what would that say? What would that even do? Like, I don't know. Okay, so this is like lurker. Exactly. That's okay. That's totally fine. I mean, we're like we're in this so deep. You know, lurker says okay. He's getting channel points without being here. I don't even have channel points yet because I'm not an affiliate yet. So there's also that one. Yeah, exactly. I have to stream 7 different days. So, and only then am I going to be an affiliate. Okay. We're gonna... This all works. And that's really upsetting, man. I'm still like a little bit not sure why this is the case. The issue is this guy right here, the iFactory stuff, which, you know, just handles it for us. But we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything with it. Wait, can I not? Like, oh man, that's just gonna be like a terrible thing. That's just a terrible abomination, man. I don't think that works. Static declarations in inner classes are not supported at language level 8. I mean, you know, that would have been... But in Java 16, I think we could do this. It's not... It looks terrible, and it would not be quite what, you know, it should be, but... Okay. This does work, but it doesn't work. It doesn't quite work. Wait, can't I do... No, I still can't do that because that's like the abstract cooking recipe and not the freaking cooking recipe serializer. Man, we're gonna use Google now. How to create a cooking serializer Minecraft Forge. Forge. Custom JSON recipes. I know how that works, but I want to use the cooking recipe stuff. Static initializer when you create, never executed. Yes, I know. Custom recipe type does not work. Recipe wrapper. No. Why can't it be? If it was easy, anyone would do it. Abstract cooking recipe. Okay, now we're talking about this. You're going to need to extend the furnace recipe class, not the abstract class. Draco 18S once again to the rescue. Let's try that. If that actually is going to work, I'm going to freaking furnace recipe. Yeah, and then this is not going to work because this guy does not take in a recipe type though. And then we have the same type here. Right. That's not going to work. We do need to use this. iFactory type is not visible. Unfortunately, I'm not at the point of registering the serializer. You're right. It needs to be public and able to extend in any useful way. Just... Okay, we're gonna use a... What? Kaupenjoe, the type of bloke to recreate Minecraft in 2 hours and make a 20-minute tutorial about it. Somehow everyone understands it. I mean, maybe at some point we're gonna do that. I was thinking about that. Yes, we're gonna do an access modifier because what the frick, like, why not? That's like the only thing that makes sense right now. Access transformer.cfg. S, right? Access transformers, I guess. Yes. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the following. Let's go here, and then we're gonna say access transformers. Yeah, it actually is not transformers, but transformer. Okay, that's fine. There you go. And then we're gonna say the following. We're gonna get the... I don't even know if that works for an interface, but we're gonna find out in... Right now, this is not what I want. Okay, let's go here again. So this is in the cooking recipe serializer. This guy, this is the iFactory. I don't even know if that's going to work, but we're going to see. So inside of the mapping spot. By the way, this is how it would look like. Let me just quickly get this. So we're going to see MCP, No, this is an MCP. This is a class. So we want C. And then actually we only want to do MCP, actually, iFactory. Let's see if that already works. This is in the 2 pages. Okay. Cooking recipe serializer. There it is. Okay. Now we copied this one over. Okay, let me take Discord out of the way. Also, if you're not yet on the Discord, you can use the command !Discord to get a link. I think actually, oh no, hopefully that works. Okay, let's put that in here. And this is going to be the that's also great. That's literally the name already. Yeah, let's just run this. Let's just see if that works. Let's run the Gradle changes and see if we can make that public. And if the class is public, then all of our problems are just gonna go away. Not all of them, but, you know. Okay. Alrighty. So, oh yeah, just a bunch of red. No worries there. The last drops out. Okay. The red is totally fine. No worries. All infos, warnings, no errors. As long as there's no error, that's totally fine. I remember some people, you know, see, warn, info, it's all good. It's all fine. The one thing that was crazy, one person was like, I'm getting this warning. Oh no. And there was the warning with the official mappings. And I was like, no worries at all. It can be ignored in most cases. It's just there that it's totally fine. And they thought, am I doing something wrong? But no, you're not. All is well, actually. Okay. So let's see. MCP environment setup is complete. That's good. Let's hope that everything works as well. That would be kind of nice. Okay, what do we have? Oh, so Platinum has actually sent me the wrong textures. Okay, let's see. Okay, was just a placeholder below other updated things with even an animated fire texture. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. We're gonna take a look at that after basically the code probably is done. But we're gonna see. Okay, so we're almost through the build. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Let's see. Build successful. Let's go. Okay. Now, if this one shows up, then we have not yet done the like the Gradle is not yet built, or we have to reopen that. We can just say this one, and then now it's the public interface. There it is. Inferred tie-eye. Okay, so is your furnace going to be animated? Well, I mean, I guess Platinum has the animation stuff like done, so I guess so. We're gonna take a look at that in a moment, though. Okay, so that's great, isn't it? It's like that's yeah. So now this is it's public, but now we got a different error. Inferred type I. Well, I think that it's because of this guy, right? Come on. Why? Inferred type I or type parameter I is not within its bound. Should implement I recipe serializer. Like legit. I'm not. Oh wait, because this one is a. But it is though. Oh, is it because the stuff is not? I think that the animated stuff is literally just done automatically. Because we've extended everything from the furnace. Maybe this guy? I mean, at this point, I'm not sure. One should, but it's all. This is an I. Why does this, like, on every turn, it defeats me? On every single turn. And then, the thing is that it doesn't even make any sense. Okay, let's think about this. What does this mean? Infer type I. So, if I'm not mistaken, this returns... So, registry object of type I is iRecipe serializer currently. Now, I can also make this a cooking recipe serializer, but it doesn't matter. Now, the interesting thing is that I... Wait. Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry, I wanted to get register method. It's going to take a supplier of question mark extends I. Now, what's interesting is that that should work, because invert type I. Okay, we're gonna Google. Invert type I not within this bound. I genuinely am not sure what that means. That's like some generic stuff that I'm not sure. S extends this S. Spring documentation. In your method, your input parameter ID of type integer, but not bounded to interface example. According to your implementation, you may write this. What? I isn't bound to the interface. Well, like, yeah, but like, this is I in theory, right? So the register method, the register, oh my god, wait. Mother, it just wanted a supplier. That is very weird, to be honest. But now it works. God damn it. You know, that's good. Leflo, by the way, that's a great thing that you just said. Because I was like, yeah, but it is. No. It wants a supplier. It just works. See, it just works. Well, now it will just work. Because now, oh, we're in game, man. Yeah, it's a register. Yeah, it is a register. I'm sorry, man. I know. You're correct. Yes. I should have noticed that, like, a little while ago. Now, the great thing would be if... How funny would it be? Wait a second. Where am I? I'm here. How funny would it be if I didn't even need to use the AT? I just should have used the serializer and, or the supplier, and then it would have worked. How funny would that be? Mod recipe serializers. I'm not losing my mind. You're losing your mind. Okay, let's call this. Now, let's see. So, data. Loot tables. No, that's not right. Recipes. Yes, please. And then we extend an interface that extends iRecipe iInventory. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, what do we want to make? Oh, let's make it so that we can craft the Kaupenbow. It makes no sense at all. Never mind. Let's do a diamond to Kaupenbow. Kaupenbow.json. Yes. So we're going to copy over a normal recipe here. So Minecraft recipes. Let's do the ore, maybe? Or no, let's do like, what else can you... Kaupenbow must be forged in the Kaupenfurnace. Of course! It makes sense. It just works. From smelting. Let's just wait. From smelting? From smelting. All from smelting. Sure. What else? Whatever. Let's just take this. Okay. Now this one is my own type. Live stream mod : open smelting, I think. Kaupenfurnace. It's called Kaupenfurnace. The ingredient is going to be Minecraft diamond. And the result is going to be livestream mod Kaupenbow. Experience is gonna be nice. Cooking time 420. I don't even know. Okay. I'll rewatch this part later. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. All right, I think that's it. I think we're there. We're there so we can test it. Those are quite the values you have there. Yeah, you're right. Those are quite the values. Let's just take another look at them. Oh man, that's oh. All right, okay. Let's see if it works. I'm tentatively confident. If Minecraft starts without an error, that would be like the first great thing. Okay, that's good. Let's go in there. And let's see if we can now melt a diamond into the one and only Kaupenbow. Okay, so let's set that down. Let's get a diamond and some coal. Diamonds. Are you ready, chat? Didn't work. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Let's not get too hasty. Okay, let's just go through this one more time and let's see. Okay. I actually know why. I have not set the different recipe type here. That's the reason. No worries at all. Mod recipe serializers.kaupenrecipe.git. Nope. It's just recipe, I guess. Yes, there you go. So this is the issue. No worries at all. And there you go. Okay. Now we've set it here. Is there anywhere else we have to set this? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. And the name is also correct. Kaupenfurnace, which is the thing that I'm putting in here. Kaupenfurnace, yes. Okay, no, now let's try this again. Okay. Right, our first time trying this. It just works. No, but now it should actually work if I've put it under the right correct thing. Have I put it on the right thing? I have actually put it under my what the frick am I doing, man? What is this? What is this? Data? Recipes? Oh man. My recipes aren't working. Have you checked the directory? Yeah, I've checked it twice. I did check it twice. And it was wrong. Now it is right. Data, Minecraft, recipes. Have you written everything correctly? Recipe, livestream mod. Yes, I have. I hope I have. Yes, I have. Okay. Oh man, that's like not good. The name. Thank you everyone for pointing out, by the way, that for 35 minutes, the name of I am Robert, maybe not. It's so long that the latest tip is literally like oversecting with it. Okay, that's gonna be fixed in a future live stream. I guess that's I should probably make something there. Okay. Now, let's see. I am very confident that this is gonna work. Okay, chat, are you ready? Let's set this down again, because you never know. Okay, we're gonna put in the diamond. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's gonna... I don't know how often I can do that anticlimactic stuff. Okay, let's... First of all, also, let's try to do this. So, haha. So, that's really good. I've searched now for Kaupenfurnace here, and as you can see, it says unknown recipe type. So, it tried to read in the recipe, but it says, hey, I don't even know what that is. Aha. So, for whatever reason, it's not registered correctly. So right here, this guy, you know, he's just like, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so this recipe type here, the Kaupen recipe, in theory, this doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Now that is interesting because, oh, we have Urmil Coder. Urmil Coder? Urmil Coder, thank you very much for the follow. We have the... So this one is the recipe type. This is basically what is responsible for, you know, how that shows up. Now, this is not registered properly, which is very interesting. Now, in my... how have I done that here? So I've actually made a new... Okay, so that pretty much is exactly the same thing. It's actually, like, way too complicated as well. Okay, so this is pretty much exactly what I've done. Ah, wait a second, though. Is it, though? I don't think it is. If I do resource location .toString, I'm fairly certain that I will get the namespace as well. So this, haha, check this one out. This one actually needs to be... Wait, why am I like, yeah, well, I could do that, but let's just do livestream mod id plus this guy. There it is. Now it's gonna work. I am very confident. Because this one needs to include your mod ID, otherwise it is not going to read in on the correct, like, type here. Yeah, so, and that's also, like, a very good tip, you know, just taking a look at what's happening here and searching stuff. For Kaupenfurnace, we're gonna see once the world has loaded in, whether or not we're still gonna get the unknown type, and if we're not gonna get that, oh, then... So we're not gonna get it right now. Let's see if I'm inside the world, the new world. Is that not the name of the game that just released? New World? Isn't that also something? Okay, so now let's actually check that one more time. Unknown recipe category. Damn! Oh, wait, but this is the recipe book, though. It might be that this is just something else. Okay, let's just try it. What the hell? Let's just put it in here. Okay, of course not. Of course not. Bummer. Okay. Do you know why my tree leaves are just big square? Well, you gotta give it a different, like, blob foliage thing. Blob foliage thing, namajig. That's just, like, literally an enum that does something. Well, here I'm giving it the resource location, though. Interesting. And there I'm... Okay, so... Let me double check this. So this is the type. By the way, this is the thing I have at the moment for the stuff. So we have the type ID, which is... This then gets the type. Type is... optional.get. Interesting. And then here, we have exactly the same thing. This is the iRecipe type of, you know, my custom type, which is exactly here. New iRecipe type of my custom recipe type, which simply returns the string with, yeah, namespace, which is my mod ID, plus, colon, then the path, which is Kaupenfurnace. Fascinating. That is fascinating. So, maybe, just maybe, let's do another thing. That's going to be, I'm going to call the registry method down here. So we're going to say, this is equal to this guy. Yeah, I mean, you know. Why does that not work? Probably one too many things in here? Yes. Okay. We're going to say this. And then we're going to say we want to register a new recipe type at this location. And then instead of making a new one, we're going to say recipe. There you go. Because this is how I've done it in the tutorial, which is going to come out tomorrow. And maybe that's going to work. Right. And if it doesn't, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That one, and then let's go here, and then let's do this. And let's see. So this is kind of weird. But I mean, at least we're making a little bit of progress each time, I guess. And then we're gonna immediately see whether... Oh lord, no. Kaupenfurnace, is it... What? It still has come up. Unknown recipe type. Livestream map. Man, bummer. Does it still smelt stuff like this? It does. That's actually really interesting information, man. Well, the fact that it still smells like normal stuff actually leads me to believe that I've probably forgotten something. Well, it definitely is this serializer right here, so that's fine. And that's the new stuff right here. And in the mod container, am I giving it like anything else somewhere? Definitely giving it the mod recipe serializer's Kaupen recipe. So that's where I'm like just really weirded out, because that should work. And then the recipe type is exactly that. And then it's going to try to read that in as recipe. It probably defaults to the normal stuff if it doesn't have anything. Where else am I making a new container though? Right here? No. That's not, no. Wait a second. There it is. I knew that it was somewhere else. Obviously. Mod, recipe serializers, recipe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a working custom furnace. This really should have been done like a little bit faster, if I'm completely honest here, but okay, that's fine as well though, because why not? Okay, so now let's see. Let's go. New world. Let's enter C. Okay. It's going to turn into a Kaupenbow. And once that happens... Oh. Okay. And... there it is. The Kaupenbow. Made with the diamond at the Kaupenfurnace. Huh? That's pretty good. Of course my predictions were right. Let's see. I believe it does. It does. It actually stacks. I mean, you know, people wanted to know how to do a Kaupenbow. Yeah, they wanted to see how the Kaupenbow works. The Kaupenbow is so special, you know, it stacks. You can still fire it, which is really interesting. Now the interesting thing is I can't... Oh, of course I can't fire it because I don't have any arrows, you... Arrows? Oh, sorry. Arrow. Yeah, I can still fire it. Now it's not gonna take damage because it is stackable. It doesn't take damage. So if it it wouldn't smelt again. Yes, that is exactly right. Man, I'm getting an insane amount of stuff there because we're getting 420 experience. No, we're getting 69 experience, sorry. Yeah, and now anything you want to smelt in your custom furnace, you have to put under your custom type here, and then just make a new recipe every time you want to smelt something new. So that's actually how easy it is. There you go. Bam. I'm actually kind of happy. I think that we can probably make this a little bit easier. Like this probably, like half a, I don't know, like maybe like, I don't know, two or three or 4 or 5 things that we can probably make a little bit nicer. So the mod recipe serializers, that guy can probably be a little bit different. I would probably take the recipe here and put it somewhere else as well. But yeah, you're going to make custom furnace for fabric also. Well, I mean, at some point, yes. In this live stream, probably not, because that's actually, that's a good point. I'm not actually sure that it's going to be that different or that more difficult, if I'm absolutely honest. Because most of the stuff we've been using was pretty much the, vanilla stuff anyway. So the cooking recipe serializer, for example, if I were to take a look at whether or not that exists here, of course it exists, right? And it looks pretty much exactly the same. So the only thing that we need to do is somehow get this guy in public. I think this can be achieved with like mix and stuff or something like that. I've barely scratched the surface of how that stuff works. So don't quote me on that. But yeah, in theory it should work very similar. Because most, like the only stuff that doesn't work quite the same is the deferred register here. And then the this guy. But I believe that then, instead of using the recipe serializer here, we should then be able to use the registry. That is going to be the... Which is the serializer, which I wanted to take a look at. A little bit further down, this guy, recipe serializer. I think that we can then use that one instead. Because here, of course, for Forge, you shouldn't use those. For fabric, though. Sure, why not? Registry. This is the registry. And then this is the realizer. This guy. I think we should just be able to use that. Ah, there you go. Fabric registry init. There it is. We should be able to use it via that one. On some way. So there is actually, yeah. We're definitely not going to do it now because I am not... yeah, that's just not going to work. Okay, the first thing that I want to do next is I actually want to take the different textures that Platinum has provided. So let's switch those out. The old ones go away. We'll make a video out of it. I mean... Yeah, of course. At some point, 100%. Front on. Interesting. So this is... Ah, that's what it is. Okay. We actually have a different texture, which is going to be done really nicely. Just a second. Then we have an MC meta file. So we are actually have a furnace that has animated stuff in it. This is then going to be the following. So under assets, block states, it's going to stick the same. You only need to change the names here. So I need to add Kaupen and everything. Because that's, I guess, what I do. I just put Kaupen in front of everything. That's so good. I think that that's kind of funny. But why not? And then put that in here. And then just override everything. And we're going to override all. And we're going to say yes. This is, by the way, the MC meta file. This is how you would make sort of animated stuff. So the front on. Sorry, this guy. Is there a meta? Oh, this is the meta file. This is how it looks. So this basically changes. Like the change is very minute. But we'll be able to see it once it happens. And the MC meta file is basically just how does that work? Well, it's gonna go through and just change the frame. And I guess within 15 frames, it's just gonna do 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. Yeah, let's see how that looks. And then I guess the custom furnace is done. And then hopefully, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this into a nice YouTube video. And then people can watch that. And then I can say, there you go. Watch that 2-hour video if you want to see how to make a custom furnace. And if they're like, that's way too long, I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? That's way too long. That's like, that's too short. Okay, this is of course, oh, it is on actually. Not working though. That's kind of weird. But okay. But it does look really nice. It does look really nice. Currently it's not changing, but that's okay. Hey, yes, Benutzer Paul, I have actually finished the furnace. As you can clearly see, look at that. We can now make Kaupenbows with diamonds by smelting them. And everything works perfectly fine. It's really cool. Now, I mean, the next thing, if you have 2 textures in an image, then the MC counts 0 to 1. If it 4, then it counts 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. That looks really cursed. I mean, it's a little bit cursed, but we had to, you know, have something as an example. So that's what we, you know, what I decided to take. I also believe, by the way, that I should be able to put this back here. Just saying. Let's just put that back here, because I actually think that it's just a little bit nicer. This is down here, and then this is this guy. And then this, there you go. Oh, having this all in like one line makes a little more sense. I hope that it still works. If it doesn't, we can always change it back. That's totally fine. Now, okay, let's see. Now the question is a little bit of modification here. How would we modify this? That's a good question. Let's think about that. So in the container class, so let's just close everything up. And then let's reopen the container here. So in the container, in the abstract furnace container, actually everything here is set up. So as you can see, this stuff, which looks absolutely terrible, and I don't know why they didn't like make methods for this, because that's like just really unclean code, to be honest. This one makes the inventory, and this one generates the hotbar. And I don't know why that's, you know, why it doesn't. But okay, there you go. Now, we also could use with another recipe book category, because we currently the things aren't added to the recipe. I don't know if we can just add one to it, or how that works. And then it's just gonna work. I actually don't know. How to make a custom recipe book category. Search for it, right? Custom recipe book category. Forge Minecraft. Hey. There you go. Ended up with tweaking the can't fit stuff. Okay. Nope. All not quite what I had in mind. Add custom features to a custom biome. Not quite what I wanted to see, but okay. That's fine as well. I guess we'll not have that at the moment. Now the question is, okay, get size. We don't need that anymore. Is fuel. Can we make different fuel stuff? That's probably the next thing that people would ask. Well, I want custom fuels as well, though. Yes, okay. Get burn time. Get Item burn time. Get burn time. Well, if you have a custom furnace, then all fuels are going to work the same, because that's the idea of a custom furnace, right? Because it doesn't matter in what custom or in what furnace you are. If you are in the normal furnace, coals are going to work, and like lava buckets are going to work, and in the like smoker and the blasting furnace also everything is going to work. So I think that's not quite makes sense. This is then the progress, which we're gonna probably change a bit. Let's just change this up completely. Let's get rid of the K. No, like literally just get rid of it. The entire thing. Yeah, thank you. Then let's copy this one a few times so we can play around, and then also make sure that it is still at the correct position, because that's always like a little bit annoying. I could have also just duplicated the layer, but whatever. Okay, let's just move stuff around. Sure, make this bigger. I basically want to show the examples of how to do that then. Let's do. Nah, that's fine. Let's keep it like this. Okay. Let's make it 3, and then let's make this where it's behind the camera. There you go. And then let's do something crazy. No, that's a little too crazy. Thinking something like that more. Yeah. That's 7. That's 8. But we can't never do that in the middle. But yeah, okay, that's fine. You missed some there. There you go. That doesn't even make any sense. Why did I put it at the bottom? Okay, the tiredness is coming back. This is all just tiredness. Getting excuses here. Okay, so now that makes more sense, I guess. And then the big question is, does that make sense? No, it doesn't. So the issue becomes, currently, even if I make this arrow here, right, white over here, like that's totally fine. No issue there whatsoever. The issue, however, comes in once we start going down. So you would actually have to split this up into 3 different parts. This part, and then this part. Because you can't... You can only go into like one direction. Maybe you can actually. Item soul coal. Tooltip. Okay, that's a long stuff. Oh, why is that not both posting links? What are you talking about posting links? Well, that's I'm sorry, Platinum. I had a similar issue on my courses. Yeah, I know. It's really dumb. I had a similar issue with the with my answers on my courses. I put in like a giant block of code, and then the automatic thing is like, well, be sure that those links are okay. And I'm like, dude, there's like literally no links in there. But as soon as it's like word.word, must be a link. I mean, can't be code, right? That's not how any of this works. Rip fuel example. Well, it's fine, I guess, for the time being. Okay, now let's see. Right. So the way I would do it is I would have a few different parts, because I don't think that we can make the blit go in this way and then in this way and then in this way again. And I guess we could, but I think that it's more it's just more complicated. So I actually think that it makes more sense to do it like I said. So let's do the following. So let's take this guy. How much do we want, by the way? Okay, we would want it to go like to here. That's 15. Quick question. Okay. How hard is it to make a custom energy storage like Mechanism Energy Cube? Just a block which can be charged when I put an item in it. I would put that at around about a 7.5, simply because of the fact that you, of course, once again, also need a custom tile entity. And the tile entity stuff can be really complicated. And then the actual energy storage is fairly straightforward, to be honest. So the energy storage is just... if we just take a look at this is actually a energy storage. There it is. So it's a capability here. So you add that. Do you have any tutorials on that? Well, I have a tutorial on custom tile entity. I have that. I don't have one on the energy storage though. So the energy storage is something I've not done yet. I will probably do a tutorial, like a live stream on that as well in the future, because it's also something that people want to see. I also will probably do a live stream on fluid stuff. So similar fluid container inside of a tile entity. And then also, what else was there? Let me just triple check here. This would be under, this is suggestions. There it is. I also have capabilities in general, and forge fluid, forge energy, and forge fluid. I have the fluid containers in the tile entity, which is basically going to be pretty much exactly the same thing, forge fluid. And then there's also going to be things like maybe a 5x5 crafting bench. I like that idea. And then, yeah, something like that. Custom GUIs. I mean, we're doing something like that, very similar actually, right now. I'd like to see some sort of pumping piping system, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've previously made an attempt at making, fluid pipes. They have worked, but man, making custom pipes is just something where I'm like, I don't know if it's worth the trouble of actually, like, I understand it that some people want to do that. I don't think that I'm gonna ever do tutorials on that, because while I understand, hey, pipes and stuff, really cool, there are so many pitfalls that you can fall in. It's not even great. Like, the issue is that if you have, let me just quickly show this by once again drawing amazing drawings in here. If you have a machine, pipe faults. Yeah, exactly. So if you have a machine here, right? Okay, let's at least make this a little bit nice. Okay, there you go. So I have a machine here and I have a machine here. And then I maybe have like an energy, which is of course going to be red. Right? Bam. There you go. And the pipes, we're going to do the pipes in blue. Now the pipes connect something like this, right? So the pipe is going to do this, and then it's going to do this. Where does the energy go? Yeah, I have to code that in somehow. And that's the issue. And now let's make it even more complicated, right? Now let's also add like another pipe or like energy thing here, and then, do it like here. And then we have this connected twice. It's like, where does the energy go first? Does it go from here or from there? And then, does it take the closest one? Or, and send the energy all there? Or does it not, So that's really the issue. You have to somehow specify how that works. Like what you do at junctions, basically, right? At a T junction here, what do you do there? And then the next thing is that, if you have a 4-way junction, yeah, that's fine. If it splits the energy, that's totally fine. But you all have to, you have to code that in and stuff. So it's not always that straightforward. And then the question is, hey, does a player maybe, have the ability to change that? Because then the question is, okay, how much does this energy, does this machine pull? If it pulls only like 400 RF, but this, machine produces 4,000, why would it split it 2,000 that way and 2,000 that way? Like, you're getting into the stuff like that, that's really complicated. You can't just use, let's say, one main route pipe, and then, well, you could, but then you would have to, wait, let me double read that again. Can't you just use, let's say, one main route or pipe and sub-pipe which go off main ones. Yes, but you might make it more complicated for the player then, because then you are saying, okay, so you can only put this main pipe on energy stuff, and then you have to use the sub pipes. So basically, like in advanced energistics, applied energistics, there it is, applied energistics, where you have the big cables and then the smaller cables. You could do it like that, but it's probably going to make it more complicated for the user. I'm not saying this is an impossible problem to solve. It's just that, you know, the routing stuff is going to be crazy. And then also, don't forget, the bigger the entire network gets, the more complicated the routing stuff is going to be. So I genuinely think that this is not something I'm going to make tutorials on, because, I mean, even if I get it correct, right? Someone who is going to re-implement that is definitely not going to get it correct. Like, let's just be honest about that. And I'm not trying to throw any shade or anything. I'm just saying that, you know, come on. Like, it's just not a good idea. So I don't think I will do that. I don't think so. Maybe pipes which transport a different amount of energy. For example, one pipe transporting 101 to 2000. Once again, it's totally fine. But if I have a 2000 pipe here, right? And then the 2000 pipe actually continues in this direction. And then I get like a bunch of hundreds going from here, and then from here, and then from here. And then, you know, got 100 that goes here. And then it all of a sudden, you know, it makes a loop. How do you deal with loops? That's craziness, because then you might run into a recursion issue where the power is just going to loop through a whole bunch of stuff. Just say no. Just say no. It just, yeah, that's something that I just don't think that we're going to do that at all. Like, no. I agree with you. It looks so easy, but the issue is you have to represent all of that in code. You have to write all of that in code some way, and that's the big issue. You could maybe just do a tutorial on how to connecting stuff of pipes, like only the visuals, then connecting with all block states. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Just, I just don't think that. I don't know. I've not made up my mind like completely, but I just don't think that it's a good idea. You know, there's like, I feel like I have a little bit of a responsibility to not teach craziness to people. Like, if they want to go out and make their own, you know, cable system and stuff, knock yourself out, man. I won't stop you, but I also won't help you. We would probably put it here, right? When do you think you will make rotatable custom block models? I have put that on. You wanted that for Forge, right? I mean, for Fabric, it would literally be the same for Fabric, by the way. So that's kind of funny. I will do one for Fabric in the near future. However, I will most likely actually do one of the... Yes, Forge. Yeah, okay. I'm actually probably going to do one in a live stream. Not this one, though. In a future one, though. Because I think that it's not that complicated. Actually, of course, if you know what you're doing, that's like always the thing. It's never complicated if you know what you're doing, but yeah. So it's probably going to arrive sooner than you might think. Okay, and then this one. How long is this one? We only need this. That's 39, and then the arrow appears. Whoop. Guess need to learn Photoshop first. I mean, no, it's not necessary. I'm just using Photoshop because it's what I'm used to. Okay. That's actually not going to work, even though that I know that that's... we actually have to put that down here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. There you go. Now it's also centered correctly. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're gonna stitch that together like some sort of Frankenstein's monster. Damn. What type of shading? Not gonna lie, that custom UI with the arrow looks hard to deal with progress-wise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like what I wanted to basically show. I'm not. There's probably a way to do this a little bit easier, but the issue is that the progress is going to be represented as in like one integer, right? So 0 is gonna be here. Let's just make this. 0 is gonna be here. And then some type of integer is going to be here. Let's say just 100, right? It doesn't matter what it is, right? We could scale that to whatever we want. Now, the issue is that I would have to go, for the first 15 pixels, I would have to go in that direction, or rather, yeah, in that direction. And then I have to go down for the next, 21 pixels. And then I would have to go in that direction again. I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe you're right. Like, maybe it doesn't make sense. Because I would have to switch anyway to the blit. Like, I would have to do that anyway. 1 pixel is 1... No, it doesn't have to be. It's not necessary. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. You can scale that to whatever you want. You know, if the progress, because this one would be, 15 pixels... plus like 21, so that's like 36, and then it's going to be another 49 pixels, so that's 85. So the scaling, scaling is done in the code, how fast it goes. But I'm actually, no, you know what, we're going to do that in one, and then we're going to see whether or not that's maybe not easier. Because it might be easier. I can't say for sure, but I think so. Oh no. Reduce that all to the same one. There you go. Do that. Damn. Let's add those in there. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. Now. I mean, everything is possible. Usually what I say. But it always depends on how much, you want to put in there in terms of energy and stuff. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's actually... Oh, no. Let's... Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. So for the first 15 pixels, we're going to go right, and then we're going to go down. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's save that. No. Let's do the export, and then we're gonna save this guy. Yes, please. Okay, now to the fun part. First of all, we have to change the positions of those two right here. So that has to be changed right here. So this once again in the container. Now the question is, I probably have those 2 slots available to me somehow. Yes? No, I just don't. I just do not have those slots available at all. This dot add slot. Can I remove slots? Man, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I don't think I can. So this is always great, because okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna call. Oh, this is just gonna call the same one though. Now we're starting to. We're starting to get into some interesting stuff here. Because I'm not sure that this makes sense to... So this one calls this guy. And that one then just calls this guy. But I don't want to call that one. Not really. The question comes in, what are we going to do about that? I could go to the recipe book container and use that instead. Yeah, basically copying everything of inside the abstract furnace container class and just dealing with that. That would work. Or just check the info. Okay, let's think about it. Well, if I add another slot, then it's just gonna add it like somewhere else. That's the issue. So those lines are the issue here. I actually think that yes, I believe I have to go back one and just say that this is a recipe book container now of type iInventory. Let's just try it. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. What the hell? Okay, and then we're just literally just gonna, we're literally gonna copy everything. All of it. The entire freaking class. Okay, and then we have to change a lot of stuff, obviously, but that's fine. So this method is gonna be the same anyway. That's fine. Matches is fine. All good. You just have to change the names here. This is the ID. Let me try this. Super. How does this super look? Container type and ID. Yeah, that makes sense. Container type, ID. Wait, we can do this. Wait. Container type. There it is. Damn. Okay, done. Then those two. Those things. How are they done? They're done in this one. I'm gonna take this. We're gonna say all of that stuff in here. Oh, the parameter names. Oh, Lord. This is just too much for me to handle. Man, I'm not even sure where I'm at the moment. Okay, let's comment this out. Okay, so now recipe type. You sure about that? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Oh my god. Well, how many freaking parameters is this? Okay. I'm just gonna take it like that. What the hell? Doesn't matter. We could rename that. It just is really freaking bad. Why would you do that? It doesn't work. Abort. Let's abort. Since when have you been writing Java? Like, freaking, I don't know, 7 years? I learned it in college, so university. Yeah, since then it's just a little bit every day, I would say. Not quite every day, but you know. And it is so insanely useful for Minecraft modding, like it's not even a joke. It's just, man, it really is a must. Yeah, so how are we gonna change the container there? That's, I don't know. I mean, just for the sake of argument, let's just do the following. Let's just, which one, by the way, is called when? Like, are they not called on at different times? Probably not the best idea. Sure about that, but okay. Not. This is iInventory. Makes sense. It was also the inventory, right? Yeah. This is the inventory.player? No. Player inventory.player, I think. Yes. And now we have to check what pixels those are. So this is going to be this guy. I'm not sure which one it is, whether or not it's this pixel or this pixel. That's like 20x 18y. 20x and 18y. Sure. Wait, where was this? 56? That's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. It was 18. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, no, then 18. Of course, the y value is gonna stay the same. This is probably gonna be 21. And then this is the 20 by 54. Or is it? No, it's 19. What? Well, whatever. 19. Should be back now. You are back now, Nano. Love it. That's great. Well, and that's just the same, right? So 19 again. And then the result slot actually is the same. So the funny thing is that I believe if I do this and then call the super, what's going to happen is we're going to have two different like slots. So we're going to have two slots where we can input stuff and two slots where we can output stuff. And then I actually think that that's going to make... It's either going to crash or it's going to do something very weird. Because the container here is actually only set up for 3 inventory slots right here, as you can see. So I don't think that that's going to actually work. Let's just see. Let's just have some fun with it. Why not? Let's just see if it works. Or what happens when we do that. What's the worst that can happen, you know? Like, we get an error. Or it's going to, you know, fail. Everything's gonna explode. See, everything works. It just works, man. It just works. Hydration. Jack. Cat. Hydrate. Yeah. That's, pretty much. Oh, Lord, look at this. This is... If the other thing was cursed... What is this one? Oh no. Yep, this is hell. And the worst thing about it is that the thing is not even... You're right, it is working. It is very subtle. I feel like this part of the flame should also move a little bit, but I'm not an artist. I don't know. Just a theory. A game theory. Oh, but we don't get that in there. Yeah, that won't make sense. Well, I still am a little bit... Yeah, but can't I just do like the following? Container type. And just be like, yo, type. And then he's gonna be fine. No, he really is not gonna be fine. I don't have the data in there. It's no. Let's just add it here as well. Oh, so yeah, literally what I just did doesn't work. Okay, that's now we're getting into the territory where I believe that this is not as easy anymore. So custom furnace, custom recipe. I mean, of course. But custom screen. So the real issue is that I can't move the slots. Now this is also something. I think we gotta have a little bit of a rant here, okay? Like, why is this hard-coded in there? In the abstract furnace container, by the way. Like, this is an abstract class. Literally to be, like, implemented, extended. And it's like, no. For every furnace that we have, it's always going to be the same. The position of that is going to be the same, position of that is going to be the same, position of that is going to be the same, always. Hey, that's not... I'm definitely not the cleanest coder in the world. Like, let's just be honest, right? I definitely, like, there's some code of mine absolutely terrible. But this? Why is this hard-coded? Like, if they wanted to add a new furnace that now has 2 slots for input, they'd sit there, they'd be like, well, we got to rewrite the whole thing. Exactly. The funny thing is they would probably just be like, copy paste, there you go. If this is instance of that, then do. Terrible. And that would be like the worst thing that you could do. And there it is again, instance of. Oh. And that's like kind of frustrating. I'm currently still thinking about how I might be able to change the container, but it's not gonna be like, it's just not, it just doesn't make any sense. We would have to make like a completely custom container. And that would then be, you know, the recipe book container of inventory, or we could also do a normal container, I guess, but like that's just gonna be way more complicated, because then, you know, we have a lot of stuff that we don't have. I feel like I just don't think that that's gonna be tenable. Let's make container. And then the thing is that the super for the container only has a container type and an ID. Was cooking? What's the issue right now? No, the issue is the following. The issue is that I can't. So the container. Wait a second. Let me get out the rusty thing. Just a second. Okay. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. This is the explanation here. So, a thing is the following. No, this is fine. This is okay. The container is the entire inventory of the tile entity. So, where those are, right? So those slots here is determined in the container, not in the screen. The screen, I can make the screen look like anything. In theory, I could take the entire inventory and just like put it like anywhere. I could in theory do that, and maybe we're gonna do that at some point, just to have some fun with it. But we could put that anywhere, and then the container would have to match. So those are basically overlaid onto each other. The issue is I can't change the container position of the input and the fuel slot of the abstract furnace container, because those are hard-coded right here. Right? So this is a new slot. This is the input slot. This is always going to be at 5617. And then we have a new furnace fuel slot, which is always going to be at 5653. And then we're also always going to have a result slot, which is always going to be at 11635. So tough love. And what I would think that we might be able to just say, what about reflection and a custom constructor? I mean, yeah, but like, that seems like a bit of overkill. Yeah, you could probably do that, actually. You're not wrong. But I am not the person who likes to wield reflection, because I'm like literally not just that good at it. We could do this. All of a sudden this works. Now we don't need the player inventory anymore. Or just get the class and rebuild it. Yeah, I mean, yes, but also like, ugh. I've added every food item, by the way. Ooh, Nano, let's go. I saw some of the stuff you posted. Damn, the sushi looks so good. By the way, Kaupen, just a small thing. The chat box. Yes, I know. You mean like on the right side, right? Like right here, right? I actually, this is the older version of the chat box, and my graphic designer has actually already mentioned that. I'm still using the old version. I don't know why. He has already complained about that. Because we actually have a new version where this doesn't, you know, where it doesn't cut off there. And also it's like at the top, you're also right. Just a second. Camera, wait a second, where's this? No, this is the camera. Chat box. This guy. There you go. Sure. Yeah, I mean, all work in progress. But it's still nicer than before. You know, me just in the corner. I still think that this is a little bit nicer. Okay. And we could also just like take the entire class and just make a custom abstract class. But man, this is just so busyness. You have Discord. Yes, I believe that this works. There you go, my friend. I do have a Discord server. And there it is. Okay. I feel like we have to either deal with it, rebuild it, or reflection our way through. Yeah. I mean, yeah, yes. Like, that's the only way that we can make a custom container stuff working. Okay, so I'm going to do the thing that is crazy, and I'm just going to copy the entire class, and we're going to make a new custom, like, abstract container class. And we're going to try that first. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to see. So this is the abstract Kaupenfurnace container. Now, the terrible thing about this is that even if we do this, this is the abstract Kaupenfurnace container, though, and then we're just going to say yes, sure. Then I'm going to say yes, sure. And then everything works except for... What exactly? Excuse me? Oh, this. Yeah, and there it is again. The frickin' furnace fuel slot only works with abstract furnace container. Like, why? Just make this a normal slot. F it. No, just normal slot. Excuse me? This guy. Slot. Slot. No this. Just this guy. Bam. Done. Okay, no more arrow. So, also finally got tree generation working. Hey, that's very good, Nitron. Nitron Cat, I guess. Nitron. That's something else. Why can't there be someone who already created an API for it? Well, the big issue is that I don't know. I was actually thinking about making a few things with an API, like making an API that just would make a lot of stuff like way easier. I don't know, man. It's and then we actually just need to change this guy. We take these two and we put them in here, and then we're going to change the slot here again. And then we're going to say freaking, what is this? The furnace. We're going to change the parameter names in just a little bit. Let's just try to get this to work first. I think that's pretty much it. Now this is the abstract Kaupenfurnace container, and then everything just should work. Nah. That's not. For real though? That easy? We're gonna still have the book, which is gonna look weird. Doesn't matter. So the stuff is still gonna look weird, but aha. The container, so the thing should be oh. Yeah, that actually does make sense. Does it though? Yes, that does. Abstract Kaupenfurnace. Abstract Kaupenfurnace. Nope, still not the right one. Kaupenfurnace. Yeah, okay. I don't like that one. Now this is an issue because what? Does not have that furnace container, which is what am I doing? Abstract screen always takes this guy, so now we also need to do a custom screen. Yeah, I mean, that's like... Now we're starting to go into the freaking thing. Abstract Kaupenfurnace screen. Like, having just, like, proper abstract classes for this would just make it, like, so much easier. That, like, actually are abstract classes and not just like, yo, well, we're always going to do it like this. And what if you don't? We'll rewrite it? No wonder that there's only like 2 updates for Minecraft a year. Okay, now I'm ragging on them a little bit too much, I think. Abstract for Kaupenfurnace container. And there you go. And now this should work as well. Now we can use the abstract Kaupenfurnace screen with the... Why not? Because this is still the wrong... Oh, excuse me? Oh, because I've literally chosen the wrong one. There it is. And now it works. Hopefully. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on, man. Okay. Looks good. We're starting. Let's pray. Just in time for the end result. Ah, Zaffy, you are gonna fly out of your chair when you see what's going on, man. It's crazy. You're gonna see the furnace from hell. That's what you're gonna see. Whoop. That's the furnace from hell. But, you know, at least the stuff here is correct. So, I mean, I guess that's a start. And we just have to disable the button. Move this up by 1. And then get the correct, like, progress bar working. And then, man, then we're rolling. So making this abstract is actually, at least it works. It does, yeah, that's true. It does work. It looks very weird, but it does work. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do is move the one up by 1. So this would be this guy. 19. No, wait a second. That's up is negative, actually. So that's 17. Wait, hold on. Yes. Coding course, not a static course, yeah. Wouldn't it be a bit easier to make it kind of diagonal progress? Oh yeah, making it diagonal progress would be very easy. Then we could just, you know, continue with the, like, X direction. But where would be the fun in that? Exactly. Nowhere. We want a challenge. And the challenge is going to be to make that work like this. This guy right here. First of all, let's disable the button there. That's this guy. No, where is it? In the container. No, it's not. In the screen. The parameter names are challenged, though. Yes. Let's rename those. What is that? Shift FX. If F6. Yes. Container type. Oh, look at that, man. That's just too good. Recipe type. Well, thank you very... Oh, yeah. Let's do recipe book category. If it's gonna say integer, I'm actually gonna laugh. Okay, it doesn't know what to say. Okay, ID, there you go. This is the player inventory. And this is the furnace inventory. And then this is the furnace data. Furnace data. A little bit nicer to read. This one, let's just not worry about that. Whatever, doesn't matter. No one reads that anyway. Okay, so now what we want is... We wanted the screen, actually. Now this guy has a button. The button, add button. Oh. Let's just get rid of the entire freaking button. Sure, I hope that does it. Yeah, sure. Then, next one. I want the... Oh man, there's actually like a lot of stuff where you can press on that, but it doesn't matter. We have this one. The container is burning. Not the gumdrop button. Okay, so this one now starts at there. So this one would be situated at 21 and 38. So this is the burning one. You sure about that? No. I'm really not sure about that. I'm not... I think that's how it's... wait, that's the wrong one. 21. 28. Okay, why 28? That's 21. And then it's 36 down. Still the wrong one. Let me close that. And it's 38 down, which is -1. And then it's probably not there, but up 1. And then it's 12 minus that because we are gonna... because this is 12 pixels high. Well, almost. And then we're gonna start on... That's all fine. The rest is fine. Sure, let's just try it like that. And then this stuff, this is where it's getting juicy here. Because now the L, we have the scaled progress, which we're gonna have to change here. Now. What is this? An integer, that's great. Okay, this is just an int area, and I guess if we take another look at the furnace data, okay, no, let's do the following. Go to the furnace container. The furnace data is yeah, always great to see. This .furnace data. Yeah, I mean, I could have... Okay, the cook time total. So cook time total is what you should reach. Cook time is where we're at right now. So, in our screen, this refers back to this. Now, we're getting the current cook time. Oh my god. I've always just followed tutorials to get my code, but just now, the first time I wrote my first line of custom code, I'm actually elated. That's good. That's good. That's exactly what you would like to see. And this is the total cook time. Yeah. It adds items based off a config file. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is actually hell. Look at this thing. If this is not 0, I need to go now. Your stream was amazing so far. Well, thank you very much, Benutzerpaul, for checking the stream out. And like I said, there's going to be plenty more to come. So no worries there. We'll see you in the next stream. Take care. Okay, so... I divided by J. That makes sense, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Because this is the thing is 24 pixels. I mean, no, it's definitely not. Oh wait, no, it is 22, but it's probably gonna... Okay, fair enough. So it is 24 pixels long. And we want 15 pixels. Okay. So now we need to do the following. We somehow need this integer, right? To represent going to the right and then going down and then going to the right. Sometimes I wish this was way more streamlined. Like, what do you mean streamlined? Like how Minecraft works. How Minecraft is modded. That stuff. Okay. We get the cook time. Let's just say that that's like the screen and container. Oh yeah, those are just way like insane. I don't know. Ugh, I don't know. I would probably do it differently, but the issue with the screen and the container is that the screen, like, you have to separate it out actually. Because you have to have one class run on the client and one class run on the server only. Like, there needs to be some sort of separation. So I do kind of get it, but it's still just not good at all. Okay. My current time right now is 0, let's say, out of 500. Let's just say that that's the time it takes to cook. let's say 600 because that's easier to work with, because 600 divided by 20 is 30 seconds. So now for the first 15 pixels, oh no, 15 pixels, I go to the right. Then I go down to for 21 pixels. Continue right for the rest. So this all has to be represented by one number. What does that mean? We have in total 36, and then I believe it was 49, so we have 85 pixels. So we, in theory, should be able to just put this to 85, and then it's going to scale correctly. Then now we have to, the logic comes in the screen. Now this L here, okay? We have to basically split that into 3 different numbers. That's going to be x1, which is 0, and then x2. Yeah, sure, why not? What the hell? And then y. It doesn't matter. I mean, y. We already have y. Okay, then we're going to do it xy. How we're going to do this? So at the beginning, x1 is literally just L. That just work. But as soon as we reach 15, then it should just stay 15. So we're gonna say L. This is the dumbest stuff ever, dude. If L is bigger than 15, oh man. Then we're gonna return 15, otherwise we're gonna return L. Sure, why not? What the hell? Okay. And then this is gonna be like the X stuff, so I guess this guy? X1? And then once we're down, we then have to continue. That's great. That's plus X2, which is gonna be 0 for the time being. And then this is gonna be basically when L is the next 29, so 36. So if this is smaller or equal to 36... Oh man, let's keep it like this. So if it's bigger or equal to 36, then we're going to return L. Otherwise, we're going to return 0. No one can follow this. Like, this is way too complicated. You can never understand this if you just read it. And then if L is bigger or equal to... no, if it's smaller... Oh man, that's actually 2. So if it's smaller or equal to 15 or L is bigger or equal to 36, so literally in the middle there, then we're going to just take L, and then if it's not, then we're going to say 36? We just got to try it. What the hell? We just got to try it. Yeah, and then that's not 16, but oh no. That's the height, right? Why these parameters? This is just not okay, man. Why is that? Okay, whatever. That's the height. So we're going to increase the height. 16, but why is it 16 in the normal one? This is not 16, is it? It is, though. God, the more you know, man. So it actually needs to be 3 in the beginning. This is a pain. Yes, but it's good. It's a good pain. 3 plus y1. That's never going to work in the first try. Like, if that works, dude, I will... Oh, I don't know, chat. I would do something. I don't know what yet, but I would do something. Played around with this the whole day. Yeah, it's... The screen stuff is definitely a little weird. But I think this is right. Like, as crazy as this sounds, no, it's not right. This is L. This needs to be L minus 15. So we need to scale with yeah. But on this one, no. And then we need to subtract the 21 from the y coordinate. But it's going to be but L is never going to be 85. Man, sometimes I would like to swear, but I don't swear. Not on YouTube, at least. Oh, when the camera's off, I swear, but I don't want to. Yeah. You can also replace this with math min. He's right about that one. Yeah, that's true. That could also be math min. I'm going to be going for now. I might join in later, if not, have a good stream. Well, thank you once again for watching a bit, Nitron Cat. Always nice to have you, and thank you very much. Okay. This one I'm not sure about. 15? Well, we still have to subtract the 21 somehow. Okay, let's just keep it like this and let's try this. I don't know what's this. This is gonna be so weird. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen now. That's gonna be crazy. I don't think it's gonna work first time because I think that there's probably some craziness in here, but let's see. Okay. We're gonna see where we're at. I think this is going to work in some capacity. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to break this guy, and then we're going to say a new one. But first of all, looks great. Just thought of a joke. Well, let's take a look at this joke. Oh no! That's, yeah, I kind of forgot about that one. Wait, but why does the X scale with it, though? I mean, it did something. It was weird, but it did something. Then it's... Oh, man, that's completely crazy. Okay, so the X, like, here has to... So, yeah, okay. Okay, but you know what? We got something, man. We got something. This is also not in the correct position, I believe. Just come from the past. What year was it? Person from your future. Skyrim just released. Okay. Now, I know why this is happening. The issue here is that we're using the wrong stuff. Of course, we need to take this guy. So we need to start at 1, 7, 8. Yes. And then at 36, was it? I believe. 30. Oh, no. Which one is it, though? It's the offset. No, that's the offset. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Now we're starting at the correct one. Now, what is going on here? Why is this not L minus 21? Okay, maybe this is going to work now. It's going to work. It just works. I don't think that it's just going to work, but we have to keep trying stuff. Otherwise, it's not going to be proper. I think that the math here is still a little bit wrong, but only a little bit. I might have to add some other stuff. Like subtracting the 21 there is just not gonna be, it's not gonna be working. I don't think so. Okay, let's do this. So let's add this. Okay, so nothing happens. That's always great to see. Okay, and then this happens, and then nothing, and then we continue. Well, but you have to admit, if it was in the correct position, you know, we would start to see something, I guess. If it was in the right position, we would see something. That is, of course, also something I have to do. Place this right here. So this is 40 and 24. So this is 40 and 24. Sure. Now, the downward dog. Now, the downward one didn't work. So, L is now 15. So this returns a 0. And then it's 60. And then it returns a 1. So it goes down. But by going down, you have to go... you have to increase the number. Which is correct. But we're returning 36 before. Oh, no, I have to add another case, though. No. This is not going to work. No. I have to add another case. Because this has to be 0 first. Nah, just do this as well. Math.min. No, that's not going to work because the 0 is never going to be... No, I just... L is smaller than... If it's smaller or equal 15. I want to return 0. Otherwise, I want to do this stuff. Otherwise, if it's... Yes, this is what I want. 100%. Now it's at the correct position as well. We're getting very close. Now also, you know, if you're like, hey, I just want to add a custom furnace with, you know, a little bit of a custom GUI. Come on, it's just a little bit of a custom GUI. It can't be that hard. Taking a look at the time, yeah. No, it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. How long have you been doing modding for? You know, I started 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay, so, okay. But, okay, let's see. And there it is. Okay, it takes a little longer than it should. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, this works. Yeah. Okay, we go down immediately. That's fine. Okay, that's why it stops. Fair enough. And then it also displays a little bit of the error always, but that's okay. Those are just minor adjustments that we would have to do. That's okay. So I'm not sure why it jumps down immediately, but okay. It probably jumps down immediately because of this guy. It's bigger or equal to 36. I also think this is probably minus 15, actually. No, minus 18. At this point, I actually don't know anymore, man. I think we have to debug a little bit in just a moment. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, this is insane. Okay, let's think about this one more time. So, cooking stuff. We're getting this, and I'm gonna... Okay, this works. Totally fine. I think we need to go up one here. And then we need to get X one less, I believe. And then the X here actually has to stop a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Because I actually don't... Yeah, of course it has to stop earlier. So my minus 21 is actually correct. But it's not only minus 21. Yes, because we're always adding the 15. So it actually needs to be 36. Of course. Of course it needs to be 36. Of course. And then, when we're at that point, then it just is going to work. So if we're smaller or equal 15, then we're at 0. If we're not, then we're going to take a look. Are we bigger or equal to 36? Okay, that's the issue. This guy. And then this guy, I believe. The other way around. So if we are actually bigger than... No, that's not. No, exactly. Then we have to keep pushing out 36. On here, we are only between 15 and 36. We're going to return this, making it go down. And then we hit this guy, and then we're still just going to keep it at that. And then, but I don't think we want to return 36. I actually think that what we want to do is we want to return 21. Because that's the progress that we need to put in there. And then on here, oh man, now I'm seeing the matrix at this point. Numbers flying through the sky. The answers of the universe revealing themselves to me. 42. It is 42. In this case, it's 21, but what's 42 divided by 2? Think about that. I'm not crazy. Not yet. Not yet. Hydration check, chat. Okay. We solved it now. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Come on. Oh, what is this one? Let's go. And then, okay. It took a little bit of time, but we're continuing. Okay, we definitely have to position it. Hello? Excuse me? Huh? I mean, that worked pretty well already. I think we should add one more. I think first of all, we need to put this like one closer there. And then when we're down there, we actually have to do something else. But, I mean, dude, we're pretty much there. Yeah, I only have to push everything to the left 1 pixel. Excuse me. 1 pixel. The left. So this would be... Oh man, this is the X, I believe. This guy. 39. Yes. And then add one more to this guy. So I think that this needs to be 16 because I want the black thing to be there as well. But I want this to increase already at that point. And now this guy is very interesting because it's stuck for just a moment. Why is that the case? Because we are at 15 plus 21, which is 36. So we're there, and then we go down. And then this stays. But this one starts then. Because we actually need to do 33 because the okay, wait a second. I can show it here. You need to do -3 because of those 3. This is what we don't see. So basically that's where it increases. This is 1, 2, 3, and then it starts. That's why it doesn't work. And now this is craziness, by the way. I don't even know how I would make this more readable. Because how would you make this more readable? Obviously, I could, but still. I would have to do something like length of first line. Then here, length of first line -1. And then length of first line plus second line. And then, you know, this is craziness. But I think now we have solved it. So first of all, time that day. And then, bam. Let's see. It's working. It's working great. It's going down exactly how you want to see it. And then okay, one more and then we're going to be fine. And then it works perfectly. And then we have that. Okay, so we don't have enough at the bottom. And then also 85 does not seem quite right for whatever reason. We don't have enough at the bottom. This is because the Y does not increase low enough. So we actually don't want 21 here. We actually do want 36 because Y doesn't matter. Like it can continue as like more. It just doesn't matter. And then this should be 32 because we also have the fourth one here, I believe, which is always going to be displayed as well because, of course, we're displaying 4 pixels. That's fine. And now to the right, I'm not sure why that does not quite work. 85. But, okay. So we're like, when we hit the end of the arrow, for whatever reason, we're not done yet, which is kind of weird. Because we should be done, because that's 15, 21. I mean, and then this one starts here, actually. So that's 46. That might be the case why. Actually. So it only accounts for 82 pixels. Yes. It only accounts for 82 pixels tracked, but we're currently... So it should take 3 more sort of ticks, and then it should be done. We can actually try that. Try and confirm whether or not that is the case. And if that is the case, let's go. So, bam, 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 bam. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, we're still... that's kind of weird there, but okay. Tick, 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 tick. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's a little bit more. But it's also weird because we're still jumping here. Oh, wait. Of course. Would we be jumping here? But why? 15. Then going down. We have reached the last one. When L is what? Okay, 15. We've gone through. Make this visual. Yes, of course. 15. We've gone through. L is 15. At this point, L is 15. Great. Amazing. This is already being displayed. Wait a second. Right. So this is being displayed right now. No, make this on a new layer. Thank you. So this is being displayed. What about those 3, like, top ones? Those are also being, like, not worked in here. So we're currently... I think that the issue is that the Y, but the Y works. Why would that not then also get stuck? Then you would want to start this at 32? I just don't think that that's the case. I do not believe you want to start this at 32. You want to So yeah, that's how easy it is to add a custom furnace to the game. It's 18 pixels, which is gonna be this guy. I don't think I will. Like, I genuinely don't think that I'll get to an answer. Not today. So 15. We're fine. This is okay. This is good. This works. Works. Totally fine. We don't need to do anything here. Now we are at 16 XY. Okay, this is the thing. This guy. There it is. Okay. Because we only start counting at 32. You're right. So this is actually correct, I think. No, it is not. No, it is. Because we return a 0 before. So this is correct. And then this works. Was this really it? I just had to add that. Another question is, when it comes to the end of the arrow, why does it not continue? Oh man, another great question is, if I were to change the cooking scale here, so this 85, I think everything here would break. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I actually don't think that it would. It would just change the... Would it? Oh, it would change. It would break. It would have to. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna try this like a handful more times. Okay, let me just quickly check something. Okay. I've checked something, and now I'm gonna recheck the world again. All right. Now, embarking on the next test. It's working. I love it. It's still working. It's going. Man, it's going. And it's continuing. Let's go. We have made the corner. And now the last bit is when it finishes, does it finish? It does not finish. We're still like a few ticks too fast for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that is the case. Like, for whatever reason, it's, you know, not fast enough. Then we hit, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is like the last thing that's really weird. That's 62. Does that have anything to do with it? Not really. Like the downward thing goes a little fast in my mind, but I don't know. Like it doesn't. Maybe we do have to subtract those 3 and those 4. That would be 7. That might make sense. 7? Really? I don't think that that's going to be a smart idea. Let's try it. 78. Sure, let's try that. And then let's see. Okay. All looking good so far. Still looking great. It does seem like it's a little bit slower, which is exactly what you want. And then we're there, and then bam. Let's go. That's what you want to see. Now, I can't help but notice this seems to be like one not enough, right? Like it seems like it's not quite right. 36 high. And that would be here. I believe this needs to be 35. And then it's perfection. I'm gonna make a video out of just this part. And if anyone's gonna come in and be like, hey, I want to make a custom furnace, I'm gonna say there. That 3-hour video. Just watch that. You probably have to watch that twice because, let's be honest, it's not the easiest to follow. Okay, so now let's see. And then we have, yeah, and there it is. Bam, done. It's just done. Now it's perfect. I might do 79 for the scaling, but it should work now. Because we don't get to see the last pixel. That's like really nitpicking, but what the hell. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do this. Alrighty, so now let's go. New world. Like the tiniest bit faster, but now the question comes in. Do we see the last pixel? If I see the last pixel, I'm a happy camper. There it is. Last pixel, bam, done. Let's go. We've done it. We have successfully added the Kaupenfurnace to the game. And now I can once again say it only took us 3 hours and 44 minutes. after some technical difficulties with the stream, which apparently persists, by the way. I've been dropping frames like mad because for whatever reason something's not quite working. But yes, there it is. It actually is working. Man, what a crazy frickin' journey. Oh man, that is insane. And it's just this guy. It's just this one. This is all that's really like that we needed. I think we also need to put the burn scale like a little bit on a different thing. I think it's like 1 pixel too far to the right. But I mean, come on. Come on, man. Beggars can't be choosers. This is so good already. I'm actually fairly happy with this. I feel like this is how it could be committed. Just change 28 files. I mean, if it's not, like, come on, man. That's just great, isn't it? Okay, we also need to change another file. And that is going to be the credits. Kaupenfurnace textures provided by Platinum 17. Not mistaken. Yes. No, I'm not mistaken. Thank you all for the. Well, thank you very much for all viewers of the stream. Yes. Yes. That's it. Minus shots. That's good. Okay, let's do added insane custom furnace. Sure. Because it is insane. That much at least. Commit anyway. Piranhas, it doesn't matter. Push that stuff. Do it. Okay. Why? Why would you every time here? LJ definitely does not like that. Let's do the live stream, and then we have why does those change? Okay. Oh, 2 unversioned files. Oh, because I didn't add them. Yeah. Forgot some files. Commit that as well. And then we're going to push that stuff. And then we're going to see github.com. Stream. 11 seconds ago. Amazing. Then we can make a new branch. Live stream 2. Was it with a dash or just a normal? Okay. 2. Great branch. Publish. And there you have it. Damn. Damn. Easy. All available. That's how easy it can be. Okay. Damn. Done. Oh man, that was crazy. Okay, now what can we do? Well, add tooltips. Done. We've done that. Done. And this guy. We can say live stream and done. Just like that. Yeah, just like that, you know. Just like that after almost 4 hours. Oh man, if I'm taking a look at this, I'm like not sure that there's anything else that's on here that is particularly easy enough for me to just to still do, because my god, am I just, my brain is fried in its entirety. The beginning was very easy, but then after, like this freaking thing here is just insane. It's too much. Like, that's just not, it's just not okay. Okay. So, I would say the following. Because the internet is just still, like, not, like, really cooperating. I know that maybe it's fine in the stream, but still I am a little bit pissed that it's still dropping frames. I think that we're gonna keep it at that. I am going to switch to the big boy camera, though. Okay, there I am. Okay, so that was a very interesting. So the stuff was really, it was a little bit more difficult than last time, but there you go, I guess. At least I have something for custom furnaces now that I can show. You know, something at least. What I wanted to say is actually, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 things. One thing, your videos are amazing, by the way. It's really helpful. Super thanks. Well, thank you very much, Zuiron, for the kind words. That's always, I mean, it's always great to hear. So there's actually, like, 2 things I wanted to say. So first of all, there are so many, like, the real VIPs, so to speak, are still here. So number 1, on Tuesday, a surprise video will drop. Keep an eye out for that one. That's all I'm gonna say. So keep an eye on that one. Normal time, 4 p.m. Might be interesting to some of you. And then another thing, I actually wanted to expand. Surprise, yes, exactly. So I actually wanted to expand the live streaming stuff to, like, at least 2 times a week. I'm not sure yet, but at least 2 times a week. So I also will be streaming next week on Wednesday at pretty much the same time. I'm honestly not sure if I will do 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. One of those. But I basically want to add the Wednesday next week and then Sunday again. So basically Wednesday and Sunday next week. And then the week following that, you know, depending on how, you know, interested people are. I mean, it's not like we don't have enough stuff to, you know, go through with the topics. I think there's plenty of stuff that we can, you know, go through. So number 1, next week, Wednesday, Sunday, and then the week after that, if there's enough, you know, let's say support in the streams, I would also add the Monday. So, and from then on, I would do Monday, Wednesday, Sunday streaming days. That's the first, like, idea. We're gonna see whether or not we're gonna keep it at that. If I can keep it like that pace, we're just gonna see. But that's the idea for the time being. And yeah, so that's number 1. Number 2, number 3 would be, I'm not sure how I will deal with the VODs. I think I actually will cut them into different videos, but I'm not sure yet because that's like, it's, I don't know. I don't want to spam people with the videos on YouTube, but I don't know because I do think that they belong on the main channel, but like on the tutorial channel, Tutorials by Kaupenjoe. But I just don't think that that it makes sense to have the entire VOD on there. I just don't think that makes sense. But whatever the case may be, we're gonna see. We're gonna deal with it in some way, but that is the idea for the time being. So streams are going to be expanded, and yeah, that's I would say that's for the time being pretty much it. I'm absolutely fried. We're not gonna play anymore today because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna like eat something and then I don't know, lie down probably because that's quite a day. But hey, I mean that was pretty good. Right. So if there are no more questions or suggestions or anything else from the chat, then so it's very nice having all of you here. Hopefully, I mean, it was in some capacity, worth it, or you learned something new. Yeah, otherwise, I would say that we're gonna, hopefully without any internet connection issues, that's like another thing I need to try and fix. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. And I would say, if there's nothing else, be good. Looking forward to the next stream. Well, thank you very much. And I would say then, chat, you know, keep on learning. I hope you found this useful and you learned something new. If you did, I would, of course, appreciate a like, follow, you know, all of the same stuff. And I'll see you in the next stream Wednesday. See you there. So, yeah.